Looks like we got a new friend!
Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to this week's session of Scattered Ashes, set in creepy, mysterious music. Wow. Hi. Things that need to be done. First of all, I need to unmute everyone, but also I have links and things to share with you people, starting with my social links. Guys, my Discord is a inclusive, safe place where you guys can come and learn TTRPGs and D&D. I completely lost my lines there for a second, like I was gone. Yeah, but come and join the Discord. It's a wonderful place where people will look after you even when you forget your lines. Also, Twitter, come along and send me a DM. If you guys want to get into a game, Twitter is the place to do it. Send me a DM and I'll get you into a game. As some people have already found out today, though, there is a bit of a wait at the moment. It'll probably be January before I can get you a game, but send me a DM anyway, because come January, I'll be flapping like a headless chicken trying to get people games. And YouTube, if you want to catch up with this and all the other series, do so there on YouTube. I am also a full-time streamer, and you can support me on Patreon, where you can find some exclusive and non-exclusive content, including articles written by lovely people such as our wonderful Game Master today, and Rene from Eden. And those articles are free. There's other exclusive stuff like sound files and that sort of thing. I think there might have to be a Kel Smart sound file at some point for people to put on their phones, so I think that'd be popular. I'm not sure what he'd say yet, but we can, maybe one of our raid war cries at some point. We also have merch, check that out too. Obviously I'm not wearing it at this very second, but it's very comfortable and very, very warm. You should also check out our sponsors, Bird in the Storm Publishing, and you should also check out Mage Hand Press. Now, Bird in the Storm Publishing, they'll be bringing content to us in January. The majority of their stuff, all of their merch and everything, the proceeds that they receive go to charity. So check that out. And also Mage Hand Press, there is a space reskin of D&D 5e called Dark Matter, which you should also check out on Thursdays here at 1 PM. Lastly, we have a tweet, and every 10 retweets will cause a Wild Magic surge. So please also go and get on the Twitters and do the retweets. We're already at 8, so we're only 2 away. Hit us up with them retweets and we'll get some wild magic going wild in this place. Guys, I think we're ready. I'm going to hand over to the wonderful, the elusive, the masked but not marked yet, Derek.
Thank you very much, Scrap. Hi everybody, I'm Derek. I will be your game master for tonight. We're going to take it around to check in with our players and their characters to see where they're at after last time. And then we're going to top things off with the wonderful recanting that we've all been waiting for. Recounting, not recanting, that'd be a different monster altogether, of last week's episode. And so I think we'll start with Scrat. Why don't you tell us how Kels is feeling right now?
Ooh,
he's got that vase. He's in the room with a thing.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, he's also got a gun in his pocket. Well, in his pants. Which is keeping him warm. You know, he's got a decanter full of mimosa in his... Was it mimosa?
Yes.
Yeah, a decanter of mimosa in his hands. He's seeing 2 men strapped to a table. You know, the night can only go well from here.
Awesome. That is a fantastic way to put it. Then we'll take it to Alex.
Hello. So I am playing Grigory, the enormous, fairly stoic quartermaster, and currently he is insanely wounded, and stood outside the what is it, a mansion, a chateau,
Yes.
with
Una.
Yes, with Una, and we've just sort of found some interesting clues and some bloody handprints. So yeah, I mean, I'm hoping I don't snuff it, but we'll see.
That would be most unfortunate, but I like having you here, so we'll try to keep that from happening.
Sounds good to me.
And then we'll take it across the stream over to Jay.
Hi! I'm playing Leela, and she doesn't really like magic, so is more and more uncomfortable as this goes on. It's kind of just reinforcing her dislike of magic, basically, and that magic's bad, so yeah.
Yeah, magic's bad almost all the time in this game. Awesome. And then, Natalie, let's check in with Rhea, and then could you give us that recap we've all been craving?
I just started like going through my notes actually because I was like, what the hell did happen? Oh god. I mean, there was sacrificing of the mimosa from the flask to whatever Kells was going to do, but also there's a lot of WTF right now because what's going on is kind of crazy, and that's kind of where she's at right now. All right. So the recap. I started reading this. I haven't finished reading it, so I don't know what I wrote anymore, which is pretty much how that goes always. All right, episode 5. Dear Diary, silence has fallen. I probably can't hear anymore because of the gunshot and that scream. Great. Grigory has his priorities right. Don't ruin the dress. Good man. Kells offers to carry 2 bodies. I want to see this. Wallpaper is ruined. This place needed to run out anyways. We need a doctor? Alcohol? Guards? I don't know. Marina treats Gregory. Clarice has blue fabric like Louise's dress. Why? Clarice is a badass and definitely came prepared for us. Jihad is useful and actually listened to me. Not the most eloquent, but okay, that will do. Oh god, Marina is letting Kells take her out if he helps. Oh my god, Enzo, why you be banging in the closet? We're starting early with DM's tips tonight. Remember how many NPCs there are? I just had to start tracking the actual DM tips. Chateau de Lac on a lake. So, duh. Oh god, 7 wild magic surges. 3 of them for Rhea! Not happy. Kells is being typical Kells, cleaning her tools. Una hugs
Sorry?
Kells and I don't know. Oh no, you were helping Marina and you actually cleaned her tools. Or she was trying to get you to.
Oh yeah.
There
I recall now. Yeah. Woo.
Yeah, but it just
Hello and welcome to tonight's episode of Is It a Euphemism?
The answer is always yes.
pretty much. Una hugs Kells and puts more blood on him. Go back to the Renata Ali. He remembers mimosas. Patrick equals best bartender. Marina says Kells is a good person. Kells, take a compliment, man. Probably a trap anyways. I'll stay alive like it's Saturday night. Oh god, Kells. Sorry, that line was good. Bad, but good. Patrick makes a mean mimosa. Una has a creepy dream. I hope I'm not next. Nobility has to burn. Layla, my better bestie than Mimosa bestie, has a dream. Why are there skull masks? That and plague masks. There's a costume shop that is sold out somewhere. Pega knew my brother. Something about Wells Castle. Largenstein. Jay, who that's what I called Jeremy the entire time, is just Jay. I'm lazy. Jay overheard something from him. Attack on the palace. God damn it, Jay. Damn it, Pega. Damn your previous host. Jay goes to the Avalon Palace, tells the plot. Knight Urza Wells, who had Pega, is burned at stake. Phoenix has Jay. Well, fuck. Kells doesn't know how to take off his clothes. That's awkward. Side note, Grigory probably actually dreamed of kittens. That's now my headcanon.
Yep. Confirmed.
I thought so. Good morning, Clarice. Welcome to breakfast. Wait, wedding dress? Yay, more future shopping with Clarice. Give Una the cloak. There's actually something on the hem. Fournier? Message says Fournier's next. There's a new bell with a new name. It says Jeremy. Well, I leveled with the gang about Jay and Pega. That went well. Clarice was joking about Luigi.
I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah. Enzo equals toit, like a toiga. Or a jaguar? Clarice is a goddess. Enzo gives a box to Kells. Banana for scale? Oh, it's a gun. Mimosas have become the signature drink of this game. Grigory definitely tears off Scrat's sleeves. I mean Kells. Definitely canon. It became written, therefore it was canon. Even if it was disagreed upon. Snitches get stitches taken way too seriously. I have a flask of mimosa. Layla and I skip. I really need these other pants in real life. Chateau de Lake. The motherfucker's in there. Kells knows the secret way in because of course he does. Send Kells in, seduce, then shoot. It's the salty spray way. Team Sneaky Besties goes in. Team Brute Squad stay out. Kells uses theft to sneak Ace Ventura style and then uses panache to distract his way through. Una goes and looks at a small boat. Grigory sees bloodstains on a cart. This is not at all ominous. There's a blood print and lace in the cart. 2 screams, male. One is Super Saiyan, the other is a tenor. So much sorcery, even Pega's unsure. Let's just send Kells in. Kells walks in with a jar of mimosa. Phoenix is in blue flames strapped to a table. Gabriel, blue liquid table. And not a single button was popped that day.
Yeah, not a single button.
That's an amazing final phrase to end that on.
I thought so.
So, as we pick back up, oh, by the way, the Seduce Then Shoot, it's a Salty Spray Way. That's an amazing jingle. We have to get that down somewhere, anywhere.
Seduce then spray. That's the Salty Spray Way.
We
Exactly.
get it like printed on a T-shirt or something.
You
Yep, there
totally
you go.
can. If someone makes that artwork, if someone makes artwork about Seduce Then Spray, that's the Salty Spray Way, it'll be on Redbubble tomorrow. Just send it to me.
Get it done. I will buy it.
There you go. The next merch. So, last we left off, Kels has gone in first. You've seen this site of that's redundant. You've seen the very bizarre situation of Phoenix is bound to a table. Blue flames are wreathing him as he is letting out this low scream that is beginning to fade in volume as he is attached to this large cylinder filled with this bubbling electric blue liquid, and also attached to the cylinder through a number of coils and tubes is Gabrielle Fournier on a separate table to the right of the cylinder. You stand with your decanter of mimosa in hand. Rhea and Layla, you are just outside the door as you see Kels enter. So, what are you guys up to?
Well, I imagine the first thing I would do, looking at these tubes, is pull the tubes connecting the Fournier child out of the barrel and
Okay.
pour the mimosa into the barrel.
Okay, so,
And just
Have you-
look at the other person the whole time.
okay, so I am going to need an approach because it does look like some sort of dangerous setup. There is some sort of weird magical energy, kind of like circulating through these systems. So I'm going to need some ways that you're going to go about dealing with this.
Can I panachefully intimidate?
You're going to intimidate what? So what is this intimidation going to look like in such a way that you dismantle this apparatus?
Do you really need me to tell you?
I would love it.
No, I don't. I'm not sure if I can. It may need a safe word.
Well, the description will help make the game work, my friend.
Yes. Okay. So I will. This man's bound to a table.
Mhm.
And I am a panacheful being, so I will see
Okay.
this as my opportunity to, exert myself in a position of authority or dominance, shall we say?
Mhm. Okay, sure. So go ahead and roll a panache intimidate, please.
Of course. I happen to have a full 8 in that.
Oh, fuck.
I'm waiting. Or
5.1. Okay, so
I can re-roll the 4, please, because I have 3 levels in intimidate.
Goddamn. Yeah, do it. Holy crap. Okay. So yeah, that would mean that that's enough for 6 raises.
Great. How
So-
much have I done? What do I need? Do I need to use them for anything I've done so far?
So, in order to go over there and do it, to undo these things, it's going to take a bit of quick work. So I'm going to need 3 raises to avoid any wounds that you take by dismantling them, because the coils are hot. But I imagine what with your panache and your quick movements and your bit of flair, you might be able to avoid the wounds that way.
Oh yeah. Like if I touch them and they're hot, I mean. What
You
the,
consider-
the table that he's propped up on? If I was to like
Yeah.
just knock it over, would that pull the wires out with it?
I would say I'd bargain with you for about 4 raises that you'd be able to do that. Yeah.
I don't want to get my hands dirty.
And then it'd be another 2 to throw the mimosa in.
I mean, the two with the mimosa, that's happening.
Okay.
I do want some razors left though, so you know what? Fuck him. He can just lose his life force, whatever. The mimosa's more important. I'm just gonna pour the mimosa in.
Okay, so you
Mimosa's
pull the
always
mimosa in. And Fournier is attached to this too, correct?
Yeah, they're both attached. Yes.
Okay, great. So you pour the mimosa in. You just quickly throw into the canister this comparatively vibrant drink into the canister, and it begins to change color as it seeps in.
Is there like a ladle or a spoon anywhere around?
There's a few sort of odd implements, like a pair of tongs, a scalpel, sort of a large, like almost like a meter stick nearby.
Oh, the meter stick will do. I'll grab the meter stick
Okay.
and give it a good stir. And
Okay.
then I just draw it out and just give it a sniff and a taste.
I'm gonna need Jesus. I'm gonna need like another 2 raises for all that, if you don't mind.
What?
'Cause it tastes-
What am I spending the razors on? Is this gonna hurt
Not
me?
dying.
You have no idea what this alchemical mixture is.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna need the 2 raises for you to just kind of give it a quick like, without it really affecting you, because not only is that stupid, that's horrifically dangerous.
It sounds amazing, but
It does sound amazing.
I kind of like. I want to know how it's going to affect me, so I don't want to spend my raise to not have it affect me, because then the science is wasted.
Okie doke.
I never want Kels to be my bartender. Never.
Like, are me and Ree just watching this?
Probably.
Did you enter the room?
I'm gonna go with yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. So by the time you walk in the room, you see that Kells has thrown the mimosa in, and he is now ladling with a meter stick a little bit of this sort of bubbling blue, like almost liquidy gel onto this meter stick, and he gives it a quick. I'm so glad this game doesn't have Constitution saving throws. Kel, suddenly you're hit with this very strange, just like oncoming storm of visions. You see in front of you a smattering of people. They look like they come from all over the place. And as the images waver and shift in front of you, you see in one familiar face in the crowd, you see Fournier.
Mm.
And it looks like he's sort of lingering there, his form wavering, almost sort of like a mirage rising off of the desert floor. And walking towards him, you see Phoenix, his arm outstretched, the blue flame still wreathing him.
Do I
And
have,
as you're, yeah,
do I have any control over these visions?
how would you control them if you did?
Well, I mean, this is very interesting, and clearly there's something going on between these two, but could I instead just go elsewhere and look at, like, Josephine Fournier's room or something like that? Or...
You know what? I'll see for a raise you can.
Yeah, totally. I'm gonna be like, wow, this stuff gives me the power to look into women's rooms. Brilliant.
Yeah, so as you do, your form wavers, and your mind is immediately transported into Josephine Fournier's bedroom. And she's there in some form of lingerie, lying next to a man.
That's not you.
The man is you.
Ouch.
Oh.
Oh.
That's even weirder, I think, actually.
And as this image of you lays on the bed, he says, "Ah, Kels, wonderfully to join. Come join us. When there's me, there's twice as much fun as there could be."
I have never been able to lay with a lover as equal to me.
And he says, "Well, now is your chance."
Indeed.
The problem is, Kells to do it. He'd be like, well, never gonna get to do this again.
Yeah, totally. So you guys have lost cows. Sorry. I spent my
Sorry,
raises
it's
not in
distinguished.
party favor.
So you guys watch as Kel, after his sipping this, is just kind of standing there with this weird look on his face, like. And then the canister explodes.
Oh, good.
Can we step back out the room?
Um,
Like, we're already in the doorway.
so Yeah, I'll say that you guys can kind of like quickly duck around a couple things. You guys have enough cover, but
Thanks.
Kells is right in harm's way.
Oh yeah,
that-
definitely.
We're not gonna
That-
help him.
And Derek, we have a wild magic surge as well.
We do, which is perfect timing. And let's not forget that I have a whole pool from Isriver that he so wonderfully donated last time that we're gonna get to.
Yay!
So go ahead. What's the number today? I heard it on Wizards and Wardrobes, but I wasn't quite paying attention.
565. It was 566, but I removed one because it was just utter crap.
Okay. Okay.
I
Sorry
read it
for
and I was
one
like,
per-
this just isn't fun. So I got rid
Okay.
of it. I'm sorry, whoever that one person was. I think it was like 327 or something like that.
All right. And I'm gonna do 1D. You know what? Because of the circumstance, I'm gonna just, if you don't mind, give this straight to Kells because you are in harm's way.
Yeah, hit me.
All right. Let me pull that up.
Oh my god. Who's this one magic surge for?
You.
Obviously.
What is it?
What is it? What is it?
So it goes in the alphabetical order of spells. If
Yeah.
the next spell that's cast on me, the next spell alphabetically in the list gets cast instead.
Seeing as this is not D&D, I'm gonna have to roll a new one.
Whew! Okay, cool.
And for those of you watching at home, we're not playing D&D. We're in fact playing 7th. So wild magic surges are a little bit more curated in this one. What's a 72?
Oh! I think this is true. I know how
Okay.
it explodes. Oh yeah.
Neat. All right. So I'm gonna I'm gonna fudge this one a little bit. So Kels, as this giant canister explodes behind you, as you're having this vision, as you take your own hand.
It's not the
in your-
first time that's happened to me.
I'm gonna say you take up to a full dramatic wound. As
So I was already on 2 wounds, right? So now I'm up to 3 wounds?
correct.
Yes, that means I get exploding 10s, right?
Scrat, only you could min-max being critically injured. So yeah, the canister shatters, explodes, and knocks you well off your feet. And as you're lying there, you smell of rose petals. It's actually quite nice. As the canister explodes, as your vision kind of comes back in, and Rhiannon and Layla, as you're watching this happen, I imagine you kind of like poke out from cover the second that you get a chance. You see, flames erupt from the mask that Phoenix is wearing. The flames just shoot out, and you hear the last little bits of his groans dissipate. As the fire begins to burn under his mask and subsides. Fournier stirs a little bit, but it seems that he is still alive. Phoenix is not moving.
Okay. Which body do we want to poke with a knife first?
Phoenix.
Am I still awake?
You're coming back to it. Things are a little bit fuzzy, but you're there.
I mean, I guess Cal's is another option. We could poke him, but
You could poke me.
Gonna pat Kills on the head. But we could poke both of them. I mean, I should probably poke Phoenix because my blade is like poison tipped.
yeah.
No, I probably don't want to stab the guy that we're
Trying to save. Cool. You go poke him. I pull out my little bad date dagger, and I go over to Fortnite.
Okay.
When I poke people to wake them up, I poke with knives. I hope that was implied.
Okay. So you go over and you poke him a little bit, and you hear him go, sacre bleu.
Oh, that sounds
Yes.
normal.
And his vision shifts a little bit. And is it over? Where's the beast, Phoenix? He says as he looks at you, his blue eyes, now trained on you, wide awake.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna find out in just a second. He's still in the room, so maybe sit tight or, not sit on this table. I don't really trust it.
You hear him kind of like rattle the restraints. He goes, "I'm not going anywhere."
I'll fix. I'll start undoing that.
Okay, begin doing those.
Yeah.
Do you want to undo him? I mean, the last guy that we thought was a good guy was not a good guy.
Fair enough. Perhaps we should not, and perhaps we need to look at. I mean,
Bork.
I know. Sorry, he things in the backyard.
It's
He,
fine.
he thinks he's a big tough guy and likes to protect the house. There's nothing in the backyard. Maybe a squirrel.
It's just
Maybe.
delusional Kel's barking in the background.
This is actually Kel's.
Bork. Woof woof.
Oh, good. Right. So I look back at Bernier. Maybe we need to have you hang tight until we totally know what's going on and making sure you're completely in your right mind, honey.
I understand your concern. Yes, I will. I appreciate that.
We've been attacked one too many times. Do you? Yeah.
That's it. No. And he just kind of, no. And he just kind of like shrugs. He goes, "I'm not going anywhere."
No. Layla, how's the other guy?
I'm gonna stab him in the leg.
Okay, you stab into Phoenix's
Harder
leg.
than she stabbed.
Okay. As you stab into Phoenix's leg, he doesn't move. There's no reaction. There's no.
I'm gonna do it again.
You do it again. He doesn't move.
Turn him into a pin cushion.
Yes. Yeah. I just turn to Rihanna and be like, he's not moving. But if he is alive and he is faking it, he's now poisoned. So.
You know that his mask is still on. You can kind of see that there's a little bit of like smoldering smoke coming from.
Can I flick it off with my knife? I really don't.
Yeah.
Want shit.
Okay. So you reach up with a knife and you flick it, and it's like you go to move it. You find that there's a few straps, so you would have to cut through them.
Yeah.
Okay. You cut through them. You hear the popping of 2 leather buckles, and the mask falls open. 1 second while I get this right.
Okay, your music is encouraging my thought that I'm too close to him right now.
The mask falls open. And you see a horrifically burnt face. Only part of it, some of the remaining healthy young skin that was once there. The eyes now completely burnt out. No idea what color they once were, as all that's left is just charred flesh. You see his mostly noseless part of his mouth, kind of like Two-Face in Dark Knight. His part of his mouth is just twisted into a large grimace due to missing flesh.
Hey, Rhiannon, come look at him.
I kind of get right up to Layla. I have a theory. It's not a good theory. But the guy's name is Phoenix, right? Phoenix is our reborn.
Oh, fuck it out.
And I kind of just like point towards Fournier and I'm like,
As
I
you
can
look at
stab
him,
him as well.
You recognize the general face shape. It takes you a second, Rhiannon,
Oh.
but you recognize this face under the mask. You recognize the face as Ezra Wells.
interesting. Also, I think this guy was already supposed to be dead. So, this is. And I kind of just take a second. Pega, come in, Pega.
Yes, milady.
Do you recognize this burnt corpse in front of me?
You would not be asking me if you did not.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. How? He's likely to come back again, isn't he, somehow?
I'd imagine he's
is
going to
not
come
known.
back in I forgot his name. The bloke that he's liquidly attached to.
Fournier, you mean?
That's the one.
The one that you poked with a knife?
Yeah.
A little bit.
A little bit. In a flash of red mist, Fournier teleports out of the table and says, "Astute, I was wondering how long it'd take you." His accent now gone. Oh, Rhiannon, how I love playing with you. You, in fact, are always one step ahead of being one step behind. But by now, your friends are in a very difficult spot.
You keep saying that.
Meanwhile, as Grigory and Una are investigating the boat, Grigory, you hear a click about 3 feet next to your head.
Ugh, not another gunshot.
And you see the masked man with a skull-like mask with a pistol to Una's temple.
No, I'm not
Now,
having that.
he says, "I have a bit of a recommendation for you," he says as he reaches in and he grabs Una's face, covering her mouth. "If you want her to live, I strongly suggest that you let me go. After all, she will not be hurt. She is just part of the Great Symphony."
Grigory is going to try and move very, very slowly. Just, a step forwards, maybe. Just slightly closer. Potentially within, arm's reach.
Okay. I'm going to use one of my danger points.
Wow, all this gold is for me?
And as you do, you hear a click as a small revolver pops out of his wrist and he points it at you. So he has one gun to Una's temple and one to you. If I am guessing correctly, you do not have many more of these bullets in you, my friend. Well, fuck it. Why risk it? And the gun goes off.
Which one?
The one pointing at you.
Okay.
And you take your 4th dramatic wound. As you fall backwards, helpless. You hear Una start, and he grabs her mouth, holding it closed. Rhiannon and Layla, you hear a gunshot.
Oh,
Shit.
that's not good.
Don't suppose they've shot the bad guy, do you?
And Fournier gestures. You can go look if you want. I mean, after all, you're only going to see what you fear.
And what, just leave you to get out of here and do as you please?
To teleport because now I'm a Montaigne noble? Yes, something to that effect.
God. What are you doing?
I stab him again.
As Layla, as you stare him down, he says, "I wouldn't recommend that." He says, "What am I doing? I'm making sure that people like your brother aren't hurt anymore. You are but common folk."
Wait, this is Gabriel, isn't it?
This is, but
Mm.
he's now speaks like Phoenix. You notice his accent changed. You understand that now Phoenix is riding around inside Fournier.
Mhm.
Is Gabriel still in there?
Do you ask that?
Yeah, I want to.
Okay.
Because if you don't, I'm going to.
He says, "Ah, yes, he is. In fact, thanks to your clown," he says, as with his foot he just taps. He taps Kells. "He is in here. That will be tricky to fix."
Oh.
Kells
That's
did good.
entertaining.
Oh.
Yeah. So the power of Mimosa strikes again. Got it. Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
I don't know why the witch said that Kells would be instrumental to my victory, but I had to believe her.
None of us know.
Wait, instrumental to your victory.
You all are. Why do you think I asked for you specifically?
Oh shit.
Oh,
Well,
If we're instrumental, then you do not want to be going and shooting our friends.
yeah.
Fate has a funny way of playing things out.
Yeah, fate kind of screws you over when they're dead.
Yeah.
He
How
lets,
good
out,
is-
yeah.
he lets out a small chuckle. See, you didn't understand me, he says as he crosses the room towards the corpse that once was his own cocoon of flesh. He says, "You didn't want to listen when I was a monster. But maybe I can make you listen now." Granted, we got off on the wrong foot, but there is so much to be won. Says the nobility need to die. That much is
Why?
true. Because they crush those beneath their feet.
Does that include you?
It did once. Until a boy named Jeremy changed my mind.
Oh fuck. Where is he? What did he do?
Safe and sound. With Una, I imagine by now.
Tell you what, Ree, you don't even sound remotely surprised. You're
No.
just like, for fuck's sake.
It's been a while. I figure shit can happen. So
Meanwhile, Gregory, as you are in and out of consciousness, you see the skull-masked Lartenstein making towards a cart with Una.
Okay.
You can spend hero points to act while you are helpless.
I probably would.
How many hero points have I got? Oh, I've got enough.
How far away are
I've
you
got some.
from being dead?
Oh no, I'm basically there.
casual
can
reminder, we still have a ton.
I can spend a danger point, which at the start of every session I get equal to the number that you guys are. I have 4 left right now. I
So-
could potentially kill him, but so if he's going to act, he's going to have to be smart.
Yeah, that's not really Grigory's strong point.
All right, then exceptionally brave and lucky.
That I've got down. Okay, so I'm going to spend one.
Okay.
And
Turn into a robot.
don't say that. So Grigory is going to try and get to his feet,
Okay.
and you know, give the appearance that he isn't literally seconds away from death.
Okay. So I'm going to need a. If you want to try to bluff it, make it look like you're doing okay. Let's.
I don't know, with
Okay.
the amount of resolve I've got and brawn, I would have thought I can, you know, take a few bullets.
Resolve and brawn. You know what? I'll say yeah. You can roll resolve and brawn. Since you are determined to do this and you're relying on your strength, go ahead
Yeah.
and roll it, please.
Cool. Okay.
Rhiannon, it's only going to be us left soon.
Well,
So,
shit. Go Team Sneak.
what's this?
We'll be fine. We'll be perfectly fine.
We're better than he's doing at the moment. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
And I can re-roll the 2 if that's all right.
Yep.
Mm. That puts a 6, which puts it up to 4. I got 4
Okay.
raises.
Very nice. I'll say you can spend those 4 raises. However, brawl related, you choose.
Okay.
In the next couple seconds.
So Gregory is going to get to his feet,
Okay.
and try. He's going to try and make his way to the cart to save Una.
Okay. So, as you run over to the cart, you come charging down the shore towards Larchenstein. He has already got Una in the cart. By the time you get there, you see there's somebody up front that is driving. And I'll say you get within about striking distance of him.
Oh, he's going to get a haymaker.
Okay. So, you can spend a raise to hit him. You'll deal a number of wounds equal to your ranks in brawn.
Which is 4.
4. Awesome. As you strike him, the skull-like mask comes off, revealing a fairly old face. He has sort of patchy, straggly gray facial hair. You note that one of his eyes is brown and the other eye is a bright blue. The mask tumbles aside, his nose and mouth now bleeding. That is very unfortunate. I will continue to let you spend your raises in this sort of final action.
Okay. So after the haymaker, Grigory is going to grab hold of him and pull him off of the cart.
Okay. So yeah, I'll say you grab him and you slam down to the ground.
Yep.
And he's there. He shouts to the carriage driver to take off. You hear the crack of the whip, and the cart begins taking off while you're holding him there. You have 2 raises left.
So even if Una gets taken at this point, we've still got this guy, and we can potentially get information about where she's been taken. But that's not what Grigory wants. Grigory wants to try and get Una now. So the cart is beginning to move.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've done it before, so Grigory is going to use his incredible raw brute strength to grab hold of the cart.
Okay.
And not necessarily tip it over, although at this point that's probably all he can do. It's beginning to move, so it shouldn't actually be as difficult as it was when it was stationary. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So Grigory wants to try and tip it.
Okay. So you grab it. You're holding onto it. I'm going to say it's going to take a raise to stop it because it's moving forward. It's momentum. So, and then it's going to be the second one to tip it.
Sure.
Okay. As you tip the carriage over, you hear Una let out a okay, all right.
Just so it's on record, Aris, I'm sorry.
Okay. Sorry, just reading something quick. You hear her kind of let out a squeal as the carriage is thrown aside. And you hear Larchenstein behind you as he gets up. I did not want to do this. You feel your strength beginning to drain as the effect of your hero point wears off. Larchenstein approaches you with his revolver. I want one very good reason why I should not kill you now.
As Grigory basically collapses into a heap on the floor, he looks and says, "I'm not going to let you get away with it." we will find you.
I have a wife and children.
I don't.
I'm going to say I have never been so conflicted as a GM.
Good.
Do it.
Well done, Alex.
Okay. In the words of the Joker, very poor choice of words. Rhiannon and Layla.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. Cut to us now. Cut to us.
Hi guys.
Phoenix, in Fournier's body, gestures to the open window.
God, I forgot about him for a minute there.
Sounds to me like your friend is having trouble.
You know we're not going to help you, like ever at all, if you kill our friend. Like, how intricate are we to your plan?
That is to be decided.
Well, can't help you if we're dead, so you should probably make sure your Goonies don't kill our friend.
All right. I'm going to put it this way. Because I love you guys.
But
Now, one of you can roll a resolve, convince, and the other one of you can spend 1 hero point to aid in that roll.
I've
But
got
it is
3 in resolve.
yeah, I'm
Okay.
only 2 and 2, so I
I'm
don't mind
3 and
spending
2.
the hero point.
okay. So it's going to be a resolve, convince, and a hero point from the other one to get that extra 3 bonus die.
Oh, actually, hold on. Feel like so whenever I spend, I've got camaraderie. Whenever I spend a hero point to aid an ally, they gain 4 dice instead of 3.
Ooh, nice.
So I'm definitely giving up the hero point.
So
So
how many am I rolling?
that's so it's going to be your resolve plus
Yeah, I've-
convince plus 4.
So 9.
Wow.
What do I
Good.
have to type in? I can't remember now.
So it's going to be slash roll 9d10 slash 10. Yeah.
Thank you. I can reroll 1.
Yes, you can.
I got a 3. I reroll one of those 4. Obviously. Fuck.
Okay. So
I can hear him
I
laughing.
was, we can too. So as you stand there, staring down Phoenix, you make your argument. So go ahead. I will let you direct your convincing argument as you choose. Spend your raises.
Okay.
You have Phoenix's attention.
What do you need us for?
To complete my, as Lartenstein calls it, symphony. I want you to help me dismantle the nobility of the great nations.
What happens if I kill Kells?
He gives you this, like, he goes, I beg your pardon?
Yeah, what
Doesn't
happens
my-
if Kels dies?
Yeah, doesn't he
hurt her.
have part of him inside him? Wow, I know what I meant.
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
Fournier.
Yeah.
If Fournier dies, then you have spent a noble life for the cause of protecting the nobility. He dies a martyr.
That helps me not at all.
So, for convincing him to tell you your worth in the whole plan,
Yep.
it will require a raise.
Go for it.
Okay, you got 3 raises. You are undoubtedly skilled enough to help me dismantle them all. I watched you, researched each and every one of you. I know that you all have the ability. He points to Kells. scandal and blackmail. Points to you. Death. Assassination. Points to Rhea. Theft. Burglary. Points to Grigory. Out the window. A little bit of muscle. And then he kind of gestures more out the window and says, and a girl who doesn't want to be noble. You all have the perfect skills to make this work.
Doesn't that mean you need all of us? Like, none of us have the brawn that Grigory has, or the ability to flip carriages or put benches on top of people.
I think you're underestimating his strength just a little.
Yeah, a little bit. Like, all of the situations that we've gotten, like the situation we got in when we very first got here, where someone unfortunately started on us in a pub, which was nothing to do with us at all. Grigory was the reason we got out of it. Surely you want him alive. I mean, he's managed to take on your henchmen. The only reason they've managed to best him is because they shot him, which is a bit of a dirty move.
Correction. I shot him, and yes, you're quite right. It's not a raise. And he walks over to the window. And he says, and you see this, as Largenstein is now pointing the revolver, just as he's saying, give me one good reason why I shouldn't. I can save him. But for a price.
Naturally.
Always is one. Unless you're me.
What do you want?
You let me take Una Nikmab to Ison. I have much to discuss with her.
To where?
To Ison, your homeland, my dear.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
Oh.
You see in the distance, as over his shoulder, you can tell, especially Layla, you know the gesture of Larchenstein cocking back the wheel on the revolver.
Okay.
Can, like, Kel sort of, like, clamber up from his position on the floor? She's like, go ahead, shoot him.
Don't listen to
I will kill you!
Shoot him 2 or 3 times. You won't fell him. The man is a beast. A man made of steel.
Kells, they've already shot him twice.
He'd be. Is he? And he's still standing, right?
3 times.
They
No, as
shot
you-
me as well.
Kels, as you clamber up, you look out the window and you see Grigory is on the ground.
Oh, he's been shot a few more times since I was away.
Yeah, it's not good, buddy. Just go back down to the floor.
I still believe in our friend Gregory. He is
Kels,
fine.
You feel the Phantom of Josephine take your hand, and on the other side, you feel your own hand take your hand.
Excuse me.
Right.
Yes.
What are you?
I'm gonna vote yes.
What are you doing with Una? Is she gonna be safe?
They're
Is
gonna
this
talk
like-
to her and try and persuade her
She
to
will
join their.
come.
Is this like a daycare? Do we get her back at the end of the day? Can we come pick her up?
You get her back. There will be no harm that comes to her.
Wait, so then why are you taking her?
Because, like you very succinctly deduced, she'll need time to come around to see my way of things. All I want is an audience with her. She is the perfect candidate.
Can we talk to her first?
I'm afraid that is not on the table. And it looks like Larchenstein is losing patience.
Okay, don't shoot him.
Yeah.
I still say shoot him. It'll
Shut
be
up,
fine.
Kells.
Yeah, I kick Kells at this.
Okay, yeah, you turn around and kick him.
Kells, go back to your fever dream. It's gonna be okay. We'll get you more mimosas afterwards.
Clock is ticking. I know that look on Larchenstein's face. And 3.
I'm so sorry, Eris. Fine, take her. Yes. We're making the decisions for this group now.
Done. And in a flash of red mist, he disappears.
What?
Gregory.
He didn't shoot him anyway. What kind of bad guy is this? Says Kel standing up.
Gregory, as you are just say, we will hunt you down, you hear the steel tensing on the pistol as suddenly a young man you recognize in the portrait of Fournier appears next to Larchenstein. "We're done here," he says as he grabs Larchenstein's shoulder, and in a flash of another plume of red mist, you hear him you see him disappear, but then you hear him briefly reappear inside the carriage. And you hear a, "No, let me," and again, you hear the same sort of inward sucking sound with the echoing scream. And a bit of red mist escape through the door of the carriage.
So he didn't shoot him, no?
No? You ladies watching from the window see the quick burst. Phoenix appears, takes Larchenstein, disappears, and there's stillness. Gregory is on the ground. The guy who's in the carriage he gets off, begins running away.
Fuck.
Ow.
Kels, shoot him. Don't you have a gun?
Yes, I do.
Can you
That would
can you
be
shoot him?
a.
Oh, now we want me to shoot people. A minute ago, when
Not
I'm trying,
Gregory!
trying to distract people enough that I can shoot them. Oh, we don't want to know what Kels has got to say, but now, oh, Kels, don't you have a gun? Let's come and shoot everyone. I see how it is.
Well, now we're listening to you. There's a guy running away. Like,
Yeah.
Let him run. He'll be fine.
Right. So, good news. We know what happened to Gabrielle Fournier.
I think we got
That-
quite a lot of good news out of that, though. Like,
Yeah.
Gregory's still alive. They were gonna take Una anyway. We know that Phoenix wants us enough to make a deal with us.
Mm-hmm.
They could have just killed him anyway. Like, they were gonna take her anyway. He didn't need to make that deal with us.
Yeah.
He did.
Claims she's going to be okay. Claims just wants to have a conversation with her. So we'll see, Amy, and how that goes.
Well, he's like recruiting nobles that don't want to be noble, isn't he? So he probably wants to recruit her.
I guess that's why they're using Louise.
So, are you ladies and Kels having this discussion there, or are you going out to Gregory?
Oh, we'll walk to Gregory while
Oh,
we're
we're going to
having
Gregory.
conversation.
Okay.
Walking
Just
to
walk. Really? Really?
Actually, stroll. We might skip a little bit as well.
I look like Swiss cheese.
Oh.
I'm telling you, Gregory, he's the strongest man in the land. There is no way that these bullets have hurt him too much. I say probably limp. What? How does 3 major wounds look in this system? Am I like walking? Am I whole? Like,
I mean, probably not doing great.
yeah.
We'll help you walk. Like, we'll
Yeah.
probably one of us on
You're-
each side of you.
There's a few pieces of glass embedded in your back, but you're overall okay. You're still a little woozy from drinking whatever the fuck that was.
Good job, buddy. That was. No.
What? You see a bubbling liquid in a room and you don't know what it tastes like?
You drunk a person, Kels. That,
Not my first time.
no.
Phrasing!
I don't know. Oh god, I want to watch Archer. I don't know if you drank like the essence of them. You take that how you will, but like you drunk some kind of personality of someone.
He
Like
did take that.
we need to. We need to
I
keep an eye
usually
on
do.
Kels. Make sure there's no like sudden personality changes or something.
Yeah,
How
are
would,
you.
how would we know if there was?
We wouldn't.
Yeah.
We would just assume it's normal for cows.
Exactly. Oh, look, he's walking like a horse again. Huh.
I guess. Proudest pony cows. I almost forgot about that.
Ah,
Ah, goodness.
he is a good pony.
He's like the best pony. So, right. Kels, have you been seeing anything weird? Do you feel weird? Do you feel different?
Let's see. I could see Phoenix and Fournier in a room being all spooky, so I decided to move away from that room, and then I found myself in Josephine's room.
Right. I know exactly where this went, and I don't need any more. Perfect.
You don't need any more that you think.
Mm.
Everyone needs a little more. Anyway.
So, as you
Vastly
guys,
becoming my favorite character you are.
So you guys begin making your way down.
Oh
to
yeah,
the-
Gregory.
Yeah, definitely Gregory. Let's go back to that one.
Yeah, he is unconscious. Someone can
Oh.
very quickly palpate for his pulse. It is thready, it is weak, but he is alive.
Wonderful. Right. Is there still a cart or something nearby?
Yes, there is.
Perfect, guys. We need to get the body into the cart and then the cart back to Marina or somebody.
Um,
Cal-
The cart's overturned.
Oh,
Sorry.
fix that too.
there is a cart that apparently people had been taking bodies on. It'd be a little bit of a haul, but you could throw him
Perfect.
out.
I mean,
Um,
I can't imagine we could actually carry him.
I was
going
going
to
to say, the three of you's not going to be able to pick me up.
having been
No.
AFK, with the cart being overturned, did he also rip a wheel off it like normal, or
No, he
No.
just kind of took it and
like
pulled it.
normal.
then I mean, we could between the three of us, I'm sure, just tip it back up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jab it and make sure it like with my finger, not a knife.
You guys
Please
also
don't do
know,
that.
you guys also know that you haven't found the other missing nobles yet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's what. There's still 2 that are missing. We saw 1 die. 1 is now Phoenix,
Mhm.
and there's still 2 more to go.
I bet I know where they are though.
Oh, I have a great feeling. I mean, for all we know, Una's going to see them real soon.
Yep.
Which is, awful. We are missing Claude Moreau and Cyril Dubois, I believe.
Who are these people?
Hey,
One of them's a
Kels,
banker. One of them's I don't know what I wrote there. So
Don't you have a boat?
I do have a boat, yes, the salty spray. It's currently in dock.
We might need that boat.
That's what
right,
most of the
'cause
ladies say.
they're taking Una to. I'm sorry, I've got the hobbits are going to Isengard.
Oh, it's a god.
That's all I've been able to think of.
So taking Una to Isengard. God.
That's all I can think of right now. Yeah,
Oh
perfect.
my god.
Right, yes. Phoenix is Layla, that's apparently where you're from, Isen, yes?
Yeah.
How far is that?
It's about the same proximity as France is to Germany between Montaigne and Iceland.
Cool.
I mean,
So from where you
Convenient.
guys are, it'd be about a good few days travel. Let me look at the map.
Is it similar in the sense as well that, like, if we went by boat, we'd only really have access to a part of the country, and therefore would boat journey be preferable to going by cart?
Yeah, that's correct. So Montaigne is right here, and Isen's up in here. So you can either go through this channel down here, and go up here to this lower part of Isen, or you could go all the way around to the northern part of Isen. It's not completely exactly the same shape as the real world counterparts, but you could go by boat and get there pretty quick. Go into the lower part, or you can take a little bit longer and go around to the north. The problem is that you don't know exactly where in Isen he is.
Should have gotten more specific.
if we go north, we could just work our way down, Eisen.
It's true.
Just slowly, one rock at a time.
Yeah,
Or
it's
we
gonna
hunt
be
down
that
slower.
guy.
Similarly, if we went to the south, which is faster, we could start at the
Work our
bottom.
way
And
up.
I usually prefer to work my way up.
You could also,
Of course
you could also Mystery Inc. search for clues.
I love it. I want to do
I'd
that.
go with that.
Yeah,
I wanna do that.
Let's do that.
Alex, you don't get a vote. You're unconscious.
I know.
You're in a,
Still.
you're in
I
a
just
cart
feel-
now.
We
No, I'm
didn't
kidding.
really
You-
look around that room, did we? We just went to help bloody Gregory.
Actually, true. We should really search this house. And
DM tip number 4: if your characters, if you have a player whose character is unconscious, still let them contribute to group decisions. It's their game too.
Yeah, Gregory, shut up.
No, that's the opposite of what I said. You're not in character, damn it. So,
oh
what are you guys doing?
god.
Other than
Uh,
standing around Gregory's lifeless body.
No, we've
Jabbing him slightly.
He's jabbing him. I'm figuring out the cart situation. Right.
Let's
Let's
see what Kels
Me-
wants to do.
no, I was going to say, meanwhile, Kels is like just putting my body into really bizarre and unnatural poses.
obviously. What else?
I would never. Much.
Oh my god.
I would want. Right. I want to go back in that house. That seems stupid, but I'd like to go back in there and find out if there's anything,
Yeah, I mean,
Vital
Greenberry's
or-
not dying at the moment, is he?
shiny or something.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he's fine.
Right,
So
we can go back indoors. We'll put like a
What do we
blanket
find?
over him,
Yeah, something probably.
keep him warm.
Well, like a top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you
That'll
would
be
like to
fine.
draw a chalk outline while we're here too.
Oh,
We're
Actually-
helping.
harsh.
Look, you can laugh, but me and Rhiannon are the only two that like haven't been kidnapped or severely wounded.
It's true. We're holding up surprisingly well at this point.
I was trying to help.
It's not my fault. No one in this damn continent seems to want to have a pleasant conversation. They're always going with the stabbing and the shooting.
I mean, it's worked.
It does work.
The stabbing
yeah,
and the shooting?
Yeah. Wonder if there's anything worthwhile in this house. Nobody seems to be home anymore.
Kels, what are you up to?
I don't know. Kels was sort of following the girls. He wasn't really sure what they were doing.
Okay.
Um,
Come with us.
yeah, I
Where's your
guess
best
that's
bet?
100% what he would do is just go with the girls.
Okay. Sure thing.
Are we investigating a potentially dangerous situation?
In this, not so much. You're not. Oh well, it looks like Jay, you're game master now.
Hey.
We'll have that sorted out in just a minute. At this point, you're not exactly sure that there would be anybody else inside. What with Larchenstein and Phoenix gone, the only person unaccounted for is Louise.
Yeah, whatever. We can
Um,
take her.
But welcome back. But you didn't see any henchmen or anything there in the chateau.
I was trying to get us hero points, Rhiannon, for investigating dangerous stuff, but
Oh,
but-
good.
It's
GM's being
hypothetically
mean,
dangerous, so I
so-
will say you two can have yourself some hero points.
Yes. Thanks.
Kels, are you feeling
Yeah.
particularly enamored with Phoenix?
No.
Okay, just checking. Want to make sure I didn't give you, didn't miss out your
But-
chance of hero points.
No, but I think I
he
do
was
get...
enamored with himself, though.
Thank
Yeah, I
you,
was
Jay.
gonna
Yes.
say. Yeah, did we forget
Oh.
that whole situation?
I'll allow it.
It's definitely forbidden, isn't it?
Oh, wait, it's yeah.
It's certainly difficult.
You know what, Alex? Because I shot the hell out of you. Yeah, you got a hero point too. It's pretty good.
Yay!
You, finished
You
it,
get a
right?
hero point, and you get a hero
That's
point.
right. Welcome, Sensi, where the hero points are made up and everyone gets shot.
We just do what we want.
I hand out hero points like I hand out bullets in this game.
Yay.
Oh,
So, that being said, you two take to the chateau. Where is it in the chateau that you would like to go? Kels has a pretty good understanding of the layout of the chateau.
We'll follow him.
yeah.
Okay. Kels, my boy, where'd you like to be?
Probably the bedroom.
Oh god, yeah. Whoops. Maybe we shouldn't have followed him.
I should have
mean-
I should have phrased that differently.
Kells, he does have 3 wounds at this point, so he probably is not quite acting in his normal way. I suppose today the first thing he's going to do is going to be to head down to the rum/wine cellar and get himself a large bottle of rum to try and ease the pain.
That is amazing.
Oh, yes.
So
Rhea
You-
happily follows so she can fill up her flask.
Rhea and Layla following Kels. Kels, you remember that where the wine cellar is. It is where you had heard the hushed voices before.
Oh.
But as you approach, the hushed voices do not seem to be there at this point.
Oh, thank God the nobles or whoever they were downstairs have fucked off. Now we can help ourselves. Come on.
So you enter the cellar, and you see actually 2 cages.
Oh, bloody hell.
One of them, Kels, I imagine do you take really much note of that, or do you just head straight to the piles of booze towards the back?
I know they have some particularly good stuff on the back shelves.
Yes, they do. So you just make a beeline right for it?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So Kels doesn't really pay much notice to the people in the cages, but
people in the cages. Cool.
Yes. However, so you do see
Freya's
inside.
going to that.
You see Dylan Rancourt in one cage.
Oh yeah, he was missing too. I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
He was on my original list. Okay.
And you see another young man. This one looks severely malnourished, much thinner than he should. Gray. His eyes look very sallow, and he has a sort of demeanor of just almost what's what I'm looking for.
He's having a bad day.
It looks like, the utmost stages of being completely anemic and just blood loss is the one image you get from him. His white sleeves are covered in old blood stains, and he sits with his eyes open, unmoving.
I go up to. Oh no, go for it.
I was just gonna poke him.
So he is.
Or a spoon. It's like.
So he is behind these bars. The door still seems to be unlocked. Still seems to be locked.
That's fine.
Just pulling up my notes quick.
Is there something small I could throw at him?
Well, you have your poison dagger.
No, I don't want to do that in case he's still alive. Like, he
you
looks
could-
pretty ill. That might send him over the edge.
You could take coin. You could take any small little piece that you have on yourself and do so.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. So as you take a coin and toss it, it hits him like square in the chest, and he doesn't react. He seems to be dead. You've seen enough dead bodies before that he is dead.
Oh. Awkward. Right.
Yeah,
So let's go to Dylan.
Going back.
From the back of his yes, the 1620s reserve.
You
Yeah,
then show that
grab
to
an
that
extra
Euro.
Kels.
Okay. So yeah. But Dylan Rancourt seems to be okay. He sees you as you walk, and he goes, "It is good to see other people. Oh, thank God you are here."
So what's been happening to you?
They hooked me up to a bunch of tubing, and they took some of my blood.
Oh, that's not good. Right. Wonderful. No, actually, not at all. Do you know who this other guy was?
And he just kind of looks. He says, "Of course, that is Cyril Dubois."
Cool. All right. Guys, we're down to one missing person now. We are doing real good today.
Let's sign it off our checklist.
He says,
It's a terrible checklist.
He says, if you're referring to,
Claude.
yes, Claude Moreau, they took him away.
Balls. Okay, wonderful. And Cyril, how long has he been dead?
I do not know. He was like that when I got here.
Oh.
He stole my coin.
Well, you can go back in there and get that, honey. Right. I don't trust anything now, and I kind of feel like we should leave everyone tied up. Is that bad?
I mean, paranoia is common in this game.
Good. That's good. That's right now. So, wonderful. Right. Dylan, how long have you been? You haven't been here long, actually. We know that already. We saw you disappear. Huh. Layla, what do you think? The last time we found one alive, he turned out to be Phoenix, so really.
We could kill him.
But-
Or we could not kill him because I get points for not killing people when I could have killed them.
That's fair. I mean, what are these points? What are you talking about?
Also, thanks to a very generous donation by Tweeter Vecna, the next 6 times a PC or NPC is offered a mimosa, you get a full reroll if you accept, or and taking the better, or a disadvantage if you decline. So basically, be careful where your mimosas are going.
I'm good.
Or they could radically affect things. So thank you, Tweeter Vecna, for that.
Yay!
Thank you. I like that. That's good.
It's wonderful.
We all
suppose-
need mimosas on us just in case we feel like spicing it up a bit.
I suppose Kells could probably walk around the corner at this point, coming in on the tail end of your conversation. He has a
You're gonna
large...
give him a mimosa, aren't you?
No, I just have a large bottle of brandy in my hands. It's a brown jug. You know, one of the old ones.
Wonderful.
One of those ones that go hoo 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 whenever you blow into them.
Perfect.
I've been told that, but to do so would be terribly unclassy.
Thanks.
Excellent. Excellent. Right. Wonderful. Kels, did you grab some from the rest of us?
No, there's loads back there. Just help yourself.
Right. Well, do you want to figure out what we're going to do with this one? He's alive. And I just point at Dylan.
Hey, Kels, look, we found a guy in a cage.
Is he a noble?
Yes.
Wait,
Just let him out.
Yeah, but the last time we almost did that, they tried to kill us as well. So,
I'll shoot him then.
do you want to try seducing him first? I thought that was the first step for you.
No, look. In this situation, he's already in a cage. You have the option of releasing him or killing him. Doing anything else is just being cruel.
look, to be like looking at him, he doesn't really look in a position to do anything to us. Like we
Uh-huh.
can always search him and see if he's got anything. I mean, if
As
he
you're
was to do that blood magic, could have done it already.
As you're saying this, he says, I would. It's a very good point, but say put this on me, and he holds up on his hand, and you see this weird, almost greenish metallic bracelet. He says, this is restricting my ability to use Leport. But I promise I am normal. They have not done anything. They took a little bit of my blood, and I am here. I am normal.
How did you get here?
Says I was taken away. Remember, you as the one, or
No,
at
I
least-
was inside actually.
He says he points to Kelsey. He says he was outside the garage. I remember hearing that Unanik Mab, and there was a fellow with a deep voice. He flips the garage on me. I hit my head.
Garage.
Good
Oh.
times. Kels, can you vouch for that?
I don't remember anything of this sort.
I don't know how to feel about just like narrative. Fuck the narrative. I don't know. I love
feel
it.
like if
I
he
love
was
it.
a bad guy, he wouldn't be in a cage, looking a little bit like he's dressed up for Halloween.
Yeah, here's the thing. We've got the two people that mostly saw him get kidnapped. Neither of them are here. Oh, one of them's shot nearly dead outside. The other one's been kidnapped. So, I mean, you know.
Oh, you mean when we were dancing with the Pleasant Soldiers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yes. Someone was kidnapped?
Case in point. Such a reliable witness.
I remember I shot a guy.
Yeah.
Was it this guy?
No, it wasn't this one.
So
Wonderful.
glad I'm the DM in this game. I can't be on the receiving end of this.
I don't know. I think this is great. I'm having zero issues. Right. I'm gonna leave this decision up to you two if you want to either kill him or release him. I'm kind of either way on this one. I still think he might come back and try to hurt us, but
I will not. I swear on my mother's honor. Of course not.
Giles, Layla.
I was going to say, Kels, do you know his mother? How's their honor doing?
As you think over, you've heard the name Rancor. You do.
Course you do.
Intimately.
Taurus.
You could be this guy's father. You're not sure.
That's normal. Release him. Look at him, he's pathetic. He couldn't hurt me, let alone Grigory, and I'm in to fuck.
Right. Okay. Who wants to take the lock on this one?
Unfortunately, I cannot. I am far too panashfully intimidating.
No, I do not have lock.
You do.
Oh.
I can say you do. Or
Yeah.
whoever. Just part of your plan.
I've got it. I've got it. Actually, ha, that's what it
Oh
is.
no, I have got it.
Yeah. Either one
I
of us.
lied.
Yeah. So I think one of us has to spend a hero point in order to do that.
Mhm.
Ah,
You've only got like 40 bazillion of them, so.
only is that
I'm
it?
gonna step back because every time I try and help someone or stab them, something bad happens to me.
Fair. I'll spend a hero point to unlock it then.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend a
So-
hero point to unlock the other one to get my coin back.
you know what?
Priorities.
Yeah, you unlock it. You indignantly snatch that coin right up from that dead guy. How dare he?
I know, right?
Does he
Thief.
have any more coins on him?
I was gonna say, actually, do either of them have any more coin on them?
Let's find
Be
out.
alive, Kyria. Look at him. He's got nothing.
This entire game is us just
Except-
raiding people's bodies.
For a
What are
nobility
we doing to the rest of this
name.
house? Obviously, come on.
Although, hang on a minute. He has got a noble title and all the rest of it. Sure, rock him blind.
So, Layla, you begin patting down this corpse. Not a coin on him. But you do see another one of these bracelets. These bracelets on him.
Could I-
That
Can
Yeah.
I take that?
it seems to have some kind of locking mechanism on it, but he's not using his hand.
I'm gonna cut his arm off.
Okay, cool. So a few quick seconds. I love
I
the
feel
look.
like
If
that would
anyone's
be really handy with people that keep using this goddamn magic. We may as well take something that stops them being able to. I'll
if
cut their arm
anybody
off.
else was watching, the look on Alex's face when she made that decision to cut his hand off. If you're watching this on VOD, go back. It's beautiful.
Literally, I've just made a drink and I've come back. We've now gone well beyond. Let's just wander around the house.
Oh, it was never wonder. It was definitely steal stuff here.
True, but you're not just stealing stuff. You're dismembering corpses.
I mean, he's
We're
not
getting
using
married.
it.
To be fair, I'm just drinking my rum and giving advice.
Heroes. We're supposed to be heroes.
Your
I
point.
am being a hero. I'm doing it for the greater good.
Who
The grades are
to?
good.
I don't know. I'm dead. I've got no. Well, almost dead. I'm
Almost
really
dead. Almost dead.
It's only mostly dead.
I'm getting better.
He's getting better.
All
For
the
you
time.
guys, I'm chopping his hand off.
Go for
Okay.
it.
Taking that ring.
So as
Does
you
Dylan have anything? Oh no, go for it.
so yeah,
Chop his
so
hand off too.
Layla is sawing through an arm. Well, meanwhile, you're checking on Dylan kind of every once in a while, so sort of surreptitiously patting his pockets down. He doesn't seem to have any coin on him.
Is
Just
Kelsey
for the
just watching?
flavour of it, as Layla's sitting there, like, I imagine you've only got a dagger, right? Soaring away at this arm. Can Kels just walk up to the kitchen, go and find her a meat cleaver, and just hand it to her? Like,
Oh,
just
absolutely.
for
You remember
flavour.
that you came through the kitchen, so you
Thank
you
you.
go back through, come back with a meat cleaver. She's like halfway through. She's still there.
Yeah. You're going to be there all night. Here, please, use this, for God's sake.
Thank you. I feel like we're bonding.
We really are.
Also, I think Potato Hollow's right, and now our dismembering corpses might have to be our raid call tonight.
I think it is.
Just saying that.
I think it very much is.
Okay, yeah, so you guys for sure are patting these people down for coin. No coin. With a couple of hacks, Layla gets through the arm and does get this sort of strange greenish silver, now mostly red, a bracelet from the corpse of the Dubois son.
Let's
mean-
not tell his family that.
No. Is there actually anything on Cyril Dubois that would like show that who he is?
His
No,
face.
his face though, right? Alex and I were thinking the same damn
What?
thing.
We're not decapitating people to show his
I was just
parents.
saying, let's cut that off.
No,
as
I-
well.
Just-
Anyone want to wear the face around too while we're at it?
No, that's when you get like a stick and then you put the head on it and that's what you parade around. Anyways,
See, we're getting more and more repo by the minute here.
we went really like repo Halloween vibe this
I
week.
was gonna say, I know it's like really close to Halloween, but Damn.
No. Besides, we can tell them that we chopped his hand off. This is now clearly an occult investigation. What are they going to do? Complain?
Right. I turn to Dylan. Dylan, did you want your arm cut off as well? We can get rid of that bracer that way.
No. I know a good locksmith. It would be
Right.
great if we went there instead.
Right.
Anywhere but that.
How many
Cool.
razors to make the bracelet pop off like a button?
Well,
I
Kelsey,
spend
you
a
wanna-
hero point.
you know what, I'll take it for a hero point.
I'm
For
doing
just
it.
Kelsey to kind of be like, you know what, I've gotten out of stuff like this before.
No, I'm just going to put my hand over and just
Yeah.
get used to undoing things.
Yeah, if you figure out the way the lock mechanism works, you kind of see that it's more so about, despite the strange magical sophistication of it, you know that these are no more than just kind of standard manacles, in sort of way. But apparently, it's only just on the one bracelet, so you easily know how to slip them.
Oh no, I'm not slipping. I want it to pop. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah, no,
if it
I
doesn't
mean,
pop,
you know
then
how to
there's-
pop
then-
it, yes.
If it doesn't pop, then I'm getting my hero point back. I don't
No,
care.
you know how to pop it. Like it is like it pops like the most tense bit of button and or lace and or brassiere. This thing pops right off.
Interesting.
I can show you
Well-
how later on.
Now we have 2 of them. That's good.
Is it? I still don't entirely trust it.
Oh no, but I mean, we can put it on Phoenix or anyone, like anyone that we find that we think might be an asshole that's going to teleport away when I stab them. We can just
Yeah, the problem is I'm better at popping them off than putting them on.
we can use those skills when we're done with stabbing them and we want to put it on someone else.
That's fair. All right, cool. I am all for not holding on to the weird, creepy bracer. So, if anybody wants that other one, by all means, Kels, it could be yours.
I've held on to creepier things.
Valid. Things, people.
Can't wait to find out what the cabin of that ship looks like.
I love this game so much.
Oh, it's wonderful. Right. Ria's gonna go grab a bottle of something from the back and then head through the rest of the mansion to try to find fun stuff. And by fun
Okay.
stuff, she means pretty shiny things.
Okay.
Bandages. Bandages would be lovely.
Oh yeah, shit, I forgot about you.
Oh, I'm hearing this voice in my head saying I should pick up bandages.
Okay. So as
Maybe
you're
we should get
looking,
him some alcohol as well. Just...
Definitely.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
You know, these girls are having fun. I think I'd probably wander outside and leave them to it. Maybe I'd go and join Grigory and see if he wants to drink some rum with me.
okay.
Conscious
He does.
body.
You just go outside and like look at our bodies in there.
Yeah, like,
Um,
if he's still unconscious, I'll just sort of like waterboard him with rum until he comes around.
You can babysit Dylan in the meantime too. Oh my god.
Okay, so Kels, are you gonna take Dylan with you?
Dylan, it's up to you. I mean, if you're going to
I
attack
can.
us...
I'd be more than happy to.
I mean, these two are probably much more able to protect you than I am. They're...
No, you're fine, Kel.
I was
Don't worry
thinking
about it.
because I can also use Laporte, I can get you back to Charus.
What?
I am a noble after all.
No,
You
but
take
I too am a
Get
noble.
Gregory back.
No, I am a Montaigne noble. I know I can use Laporte.
It's magic, darling.
Could you take our friend to a doctor?
Yeah, that's actually the big one. He's in a cart right now, and I really don't think it's gonna go over well.
Oh, you mean Grigory. I was going to say thank you for your concern, but never mind.
Oh yeah, and him actually.
Also
Kel's
him too.
pretty good.
The boys in the group are not doing so great right now.
Because I will take anyone wherever you need. You saved my life. I would be more than happy to.
Wonderful.
And you've still got 2 arms.
Thank you for that, he says in this very fake, over-enthusiastic style. He goes, come on, Monsieur Samat, was it? I've heard a lot about you.
Who hasn't? But come, before we start taking anyone anywhere, we need to go and drink rum. My friend, I can tell he is in need of rum.
Because I have not eaten in about 8 hours. I don't know if I should be drinking right now, but...
Oh,
yeah,
don't be such a pussy. Drink.
He's going to teleport to the wrong side of town.
Yeah.
Like,
When
he's
you
going to be
guys
trying
are,
to get you guys back and just pinging all over the place.
Teleports into a wall.
Oh, wonderful.
I like how we are radically changing the word, the meaning of denouement, as far as chapters are concerned. So, Kells, with the help of Dylan, takes a few more binds them outside to Gregory, as the two girls begin basically combing the chateau for shiny things,
Ransacking.
ransacking the chateau for shiny things and or possibly maybe even clues.
But first and foremost, shiny things.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. I don't even know how to begin to process this. So after after this escapade of ransacking the chateau, because fuck it, they're not here anyways, and it's definitely not burglary.
It's not breaking and entering if the door was wide open, whatever door
Right.
we entered
And
in.
they were bad guys, right? Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it wasn't us anyway. The bad guys did it.
Clearly.
Bingo.
That dead guy
Um,
did it.
They chopped this guy's arm off.
Honestly, it's terrible here.
Just
DM
can't
tip
do
number
it
5.
nowadays.
Oh, we're
Murder
getting
level logic can happen in any game, not just Dungeons and Dragons.
Outside, Kel smoking a cigarette, drinking rum with Gregory, like, oh, you should have seen it. She just started, like, chopping his arm off. She was just sawing at it, like, with a dagger. You know,
Gregory's
Oh.
unconscious still.
Oh.
I'd
Gregory
say-
sort of comes to and goes, what? Oh.
Yeah. So like, yeah, Gregory, you're kind of in and out right now. Dylan is just sort of sitting there. He goes, I am ready to go whenever you are.
where's the fire? Chill,
Now-
man. We're
Now,
both
friendly
injured.
now.
He goes, I'm getting very mixed signals. Are
I'm
we
very
going? Are we
badly
staying?
hurt.
He goes, are we going? Are we staying? And he looks to Kells, looks to Gregory, he goes, your friend seems very wounded.
Yes, but so am I, and we've not had a single chance to explode any tents yet.
Oh.
Don't you
7C
still have,
by John Wick Presents.
Wait.
Promoting being grievously wounded as a dice mechanic.
Was the drink that we're offering NPCs?
The mimosas. If
Does
anyone who
Scrap
gets,
have the mimosas right now?
he has rum. He hasn't made a
Yeah.
mimosa.
Ah, man, I thought we had them from before.
So
No, it went into the jar that got put into the machine.
Yeah.
Like,
I will say that all of your guys' wealth will increase by 1 after ransacking the chateau.
nice.
And Layla and Rhiannon, roll for me a d6 quick.
I don't want it.
Nothing too bad.
There.
Hey, Derek, can you do a massive favor? Can you just chuck me a blank character sheet, and I'll see if I can make it fit the other thing.
Nice.
Okay, cool. I will do exactly that.
What's the D6 for?
Oh, God.
Something.
He didn't
Okay.
tell-
Well, it was just a narrative thing, really, but now didn't serve its purpose by basically you guys finding this damn thing at the same time. So,
We're friends. We skip
Yeah, we're
everything
good.
so, just 1 second, quick.
We
That
love
thing.
to destroy your story plans.
I
Yep.
love it. I love
Good.
every second of it. Okay. Scrap that blank character as requested is there.
Thank you.
So as you two are looking around, Layla, you happen upon a small journal. It looks like it is written in your native tongue.
Uh, I'm gonna read it.
Okay. As you
No
read
secrets are safe with me.
it appears to be the journal of one Klaus Lachenstein.
Is that the dead guy?
That is
No.
the skull masked doctor.
That's the one that decided to shoot me repeatedly.
Definitely reading that.
Okay. So, in the journal opens and it reads as thus. Day number 76 is the most recent entry you find. Up till now, it's been kind of, just notes and things, scientific things. So most recently you'll find, do you want to read most recent or the very, very beginning? Like, where are we going in it?
Most recent, I think.
Most recent.
Like, we need to find Una, so we probably want to try and see where his current thoughts are.
Okay, day 76. We begin the first transfer today. Phoenix was grievously wounded when we were retrieving Rancourt, so we have moved to phase 2. Apparently, I am to take the Nickmab girl to Ison, back to Greystone Tower, my home. I cannot wait to be reunited with my beloved instruments and tools. I was wishing that Air Phoenix would let me experiment on her, but apparently I am to treat her as an honored guest. It's a shame. She has a lovely air about her. She would make a wonderful puppet, it says.
I'm definitely chopping his arm off.
I certainly hope that Air Phoenix finds his new accommodations to his liking. Not quite as tall as Ezra was, but the body of Gabriel Fournier is at least attractive and not burnt to a crisp. So, that being said, I will be finding everything that I can and making my way out there as once.
What does it say? What does it say? What does it say? I can't read it.
It says that he really wants us to chop his arm off.
That's a weird kink, but okay.
They've gone to Greystone Tower in Eisen. That's where they've taken Una. He says that he wants to experiment on her, but
Ooh.
he's not allowed to.
That's only mildly reassuring.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, and we need to chop him up.
Yeah, he deserves no hands.
You also see that there is a small note at the very bottom. It says, "The witch will be visiting next week."
It says there's going to be a witch visiting.
Do we know
I'm
any
hoping
witches?
he means like a herbalist.
Do we know any witches? Is that I don't even know.
You recall that Phoenix referred to a witch that told him how the game would go. That he
Oh.
referred to.
Oh God. Okay. Cool.
I don't like
Right.
this guy. Like already. I don't like him.
I never did. So cool.
Can we read the beginning of the journal?
Sure thing. As you read through this journal, skimming it, basically, it's pretty thick journal, but the writing is very small and meticulous. It chronicles a good number of Dr. Larchenstein's experiments. About midway through, you see the point at which he meets a man named Ezra Wells, and they begin plotting together. And as this plot kind of grows, the thought that is kind of consistently repeated is that Larchenstein is very happy as he'll get to remake the world in his image as he sees fit.
Yeah, so this guy has a god complex. I think he's building like a Frankenstein.
Oh, fun.
Yes.
No.
So
One interesting note you find, other than the notes about the Phoenix experiment, in which he pretty much successfully saved Ezra Wells' burning corpse, is also an experiment known as Sentinel. The patient, quote unquote, patient that he experimented on was a former basically servant named Jeremy. Project Sentinel was to turn him into the perfect, as he says in quotes, guard dog. It references the last thing it says is that it references a very old magic that is alluded to many times in Ison lore.
Do I know about Jeffrey at this point?
You've heard that Jeremy is the name of
sorry.
that Jeremy is the name of Rhiannon's brother.
Can I tell her what's written in it and just leave out that it says who it is?
Sure. Basically, you can say everything about that they've made a watchdog, apparently, without naming the name.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, so before I tell her, I'm gonna be like, Rhiannon, so, would you want to know if something bad happened to someone you care about?
Yeah.
Or would you rather just, like, not know?
I would rather know. Why are you asking? What's in that journal?
Some Men in Black stuff?
Oh, God.
Okay, I will tell her. I will tell her that it's him. But sympathetically tell her, while like kind of patting her and giving her a drink.
Okay. As you pat her, this is an old
I
wild
feel
magic
bad.
surge. As you kind of reach out and pat her shoulder, this is an old wild magic surge from a couple weeks ago that we never got to. What is Layla thinking exactly at this moment?
That she really doesn't want to tell Rhiannon that it could be him, because I quite like her. I don't want to upset her.
And those very thoughts, Rhiannon, enter your mind as she reaches out and touches you.
It's not the worst wild magic surge I could have gotten.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Yeah.
Whew.
Oh. Layla, why are you trying to keep something from me, especially if it's about my brother?
It might not be him.
I get you don't want to upset me. He's been missing for a while now, so I mean, I don't know what the hell happened. Honest to God, I thought he was dead, so I mean, I guess he could be worse than dead at this point. I just want to know at the end of the day.
It says that they they did some kind of experiment to try and make a guard dog. I've totally forgotten what it was called.
Sentinel.
Yeah.
Thank you. They did some magic called Sentinel, if you know what that is. Yeah, they wanted a guard dog.
From the notes, you quickly assessed that Largenstein names all of his projects in this way rather than referring to them what the actual magics are.
It's a code.
Handy.
Right. Cool.
Just like you noted that Phoenix was the code that was given to Ezra.
So that's why he goes by that name. Right. So if we see anything referenced to Sentinel, that just straight up might be my brother. Okay. Cool. Awful.
Do you think your brother would have joined them? Like, willingly, I mean, like...
If he thought he was doing the right thing, maybe. I don't know. He didn't exactly have the best childhood, so, I mean, anything is possible.
Do you want a drink?
Yeah, now you're reading my mind.
Should we just go sit with Kels?
Okay.
Yeah, the boys haven't left. Let's go get some rum.
Do you take the journal with you so you can continue reading it? You definitely
Yeah.
have not taken all of its information.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So the girls eventually come back. Kels is in there drinking. Gregory, you are at least conscious at this point. Everything hurts.
Everything is awful.
Everything is awful. Thanks, I hate it. Um,
So at the point that Grigory sort of retains any consciousness in an active sense, he'll begin to look around for Una. Where is she? Where's Una?
girls, you were within earshot when he asked this.
Should we tell him?
Oh,
How's that
they bargained with her life and let him take them. I told him to just shoot you and not take Una, to be fair.
That's not better.
We know where she is. They've sworn to not hurt her.
And we know what they want, so. But yeah.
We actually know exactly where they're taking her.
And like we're not that far behind them currently.
No,
You're muted.
you're muted.
God damn it! It's bloody touchpad. It's awful. Anyway, so at the point that Grigory hears this, he tries to sort of set up and say, "We've got to go. We've got to go now."
It hurts like a motherfucker as you try to sit up.
Yeah.
Okay, Gregory, you're absolutely useless right now.
No, don't say that. He makes a wonderful target practice.
Oh. Right.
Okay, maybe
Grigory,
some bed rest.
Yeah, honey, let's at least wait till you can stand without wobbling. At least be a little convincing when you say this.
Oh, no, he doesn't need to walk. We just need to get him onto the boat. I
We're
tell you
not
what.
playing Weekend at Bernie's with him. This
It's
is not
okay,
how
it's
this
okay.
works.
We just need to make a couple of stops. The first stop, I need to make a
What?
trip to a woman's bedroom, okay? Then I need to make a stop onto the salty spray. And then we can all go to the salty spray, and we are done.
Why do we need a boat?
Why do you want to go there without us?
The woman's bedroom?
The boat. You can go to the woman's bedroom on your own.
Oh no, I meant we all go to the salty spray.
Layla, do you happen to know which end of Ison Greystone Tower is?
I'd imagine I would.
Do you even know of it?
Heard of it? The old legends say that there was a madman doctor who lived there centuries ago in a small village by the name of
Jeff, I remember it well.
yes, a place called Jeff. In a place called Tannen in the north of Ison.
Yeah, I know. I know where it is.
We're going
Right.
round.
Or I know
So-
at least roughly where it would be. I mean, my country has been at war for like 30 years. It's not.
Well, fun. But that sounds like we want to go to the north end, which means we do actually want to take a boat.
Yeah.
Either way, it would be quicker to take a boat.
Are you just
Because
saying? Is that just
No.
because you want to take the salty spray?
no,
You want us on
even
its salty spray?
I
even
thought
if
there
we
we
were to
go.
go south, it would be quicker to go by sea and then change to cart once we get there.
He's not wrong. But
No.
yes, north would be preferable. It'd probably be the best way to go.
Right. Okay. So
That is a long journey.
It is, but they appear to have gone by cart. So if we go on boat, hopefully we'll at least get there roughly the same time.
we say that knowing what Phoenix can just teleport. So I mean,
I know those seas well.
oh, good. So we
We-
definitely need you alive.
Well, yes.
you
That,
can rest on the boat.
that would be lovely.
We'll
So
take
although-
supplies.
When I go and speak to this woman, I think she will be able to help us dramatically.
In
What?
my current state, I'm not a whole lot of help, but what I can do is I can assist with procuring provisions that we'll need for that journey.
I think you give us a shopping list and we procure because I'm not sure you're walking.
Rum,
That-
rum,
That might be
limes.
better.
Rum and limes, right? Lots and lots of rum and limes.
Yes,
oh God.
essentially.
Kels, do you have any provisions on your ship that isn't rum limes and like weirdly hairy
And-
men?
And buttons.
No, what else do you need at sea?
Barrels and barrels of
That's
blood.
what I thought.
And one cannon.
Kel's guide to being on the sea. Got it.
I blow my load. Oh no.
So as this conversation's going on,
Sorry.
as you guys are talking, Dylan Lancroix speaks up with this. I can take you back to Sharus. I know a very good doctor.
No. We'll take them straight to the boat. First, though, take me to. Do you know the Lady Marina? Do you know her chateau?
I do know where her residence is, yes.
Excellent. Take me there.
Just you, or
Just me. I will convince her to come with us, and then we will have a doctor for our journey.
should I deposit them somewhere to your liking, sir?
Yes, the salty spray.
I do not, and I'm afraid to know what that is, sir.
Probably best.
Let's see. Go to the docks. You will see a glorious man by the name of Daniel. When you see him, you will know what the salty spray truly is.
God, yes, Daniel.
All right. He says, I will drop you off first, and then I will take them there.
Perfect.
You don't want to come on a boat ride with us, do you?
He's just kind of looks to Randy and says, you wouldn't happen to have anything sharp on you, would you?
Yes. Why?
I need it I need blood to activate the Lippert.
Oh, yeah, sure. I pull up bad tape.
Gregory is bleeding everywhere. Can you not just use some of his?
I need my own blood. Only
Oh.
the blood of a mountain noble. He takes it, and he...
Well, I was an orphan, you know.
Do you know what? You know, a different character,
Ooh,
That
backstory!
would be.
a different character, a different campaign would have just straight up shot him. Like, there you go, you're bleeding. But no, I won't do that.
Remember that time we killed
That
another
might kill
PC
him.
just to have a scene transition? So he takes the bad date dagger and he presses it into his palm and he winces, and then he reaches out with his non-bleeding palm and grabs Kel's shoulder, and you hear him
Au revoir.
whisper, and he traces a small circle in the air with the open wound, and suddenly blackness envelops you as you hear screaming. There is this strong smell of metallic just welling up in the metallic ichor just welling up in your nose, and in another flash sound breaks around you. You are back in Sharuz. You are outside a rather modest venue.
Does that ever get less awful?
And he says, this is Madame Marinas. I will leave you to it. I am going to go retrieve them.
Yes, certainly. Thank you.
And he disappears in another mist of blood. You hear the faint scream of the tearing door be open as he steps through it. What do you do?
I walk around and get a scope of the place. I don't think I've been here before.
You have not? No.
Um,
It is a 2-story building. A door in front and a door around the side. There are a neat number of windows on the top and bottom, with nice black little shutters, and normal sort of shingled roof. Your usual for climbing in and out of.
Excellent. I assume I have some sort of rope or something on me that I can scale with.
I'd say you would, yes.
Then first I will write a note
Okay.
saying that I will meet you here at 8 p.m.
Okay. So you take it. You find a little bit of parchment. I imagine that you might not necessarily have parchment on you, but you do see some guy walking with a local like newspaper, like a flyer, going by. You see him reading it. That is the closest parchment you can find.
Yeah, I'll walk up to him and be like, my good man,
Oui, monsieur. What can I do for you?
do you have any parchment on you?
There goes my pen. Yes, I do actually. I have this. I can tear you off a small piece.
That would be most wonderful.
And he just kind of tears it off. He goes, voila.
Why, thank you. And I will take my quill out of my other holster in my pants.
Yes, that I imagine you would have.
Yep.
'Cause that
And
makes sense.
I will, like I said, he dresses to the left and the right. And I will write on the paper, I will meet you here tonight at 8 p.m. Your beloved, Kaz.
Okay,
And I still smell of rose petals?
you do.
Yeah, so I'll dry it off and then, like, rub it furiously against my neck. So
Okay.
it also smells of rose petals.
It smells beautifully of rose petals, just like you.
Excellent. Tie it into a small bow, tie it into a small, like, thing, put a bow
Yeah.
around it.
With a button on it.
The real signature item of the illness.
Then I'll climb up to the window and try and figure out where the bedroom is.
DM tip, no, actually, screw it. Guy tip number 1. Don't be like Kels. So you quickly find a window, you throw your rope up, and sure enough, you do climb up. You hoist yourself all the way up. You peer into the window. Appears to be an empty room, like a small kind of like linens closet.
Perfect. I'll get in here and I'll investigate on foot. I'd like to have a little listen though and see if the house is empty.
It's not empty. You hear somebody walking through the halls. The door is shut though. But you are in. It smells like linen in here now. Linen and roses, thanks to you.
If I hear someone walking along the hall, I'll probably jump back out the window holding onto the rope so I'm just below the edge.
Okay. Yeah. So you jump back out, holding on. It sounds like the footsteps passed after a minute or two.
Okay, I'll hop back in, go and open the door, have a little peer up and down the
Okay.
corridor.
Yeah. So you're on the second floor corridor. It is about 30 feet long. There are about 3 doors on the left, a set of staircase on the right that looks like it goes down, kind of curls around to a landing,
Mhm.
and then a door on the far right.
I will go up to one of the doors and put my ear to the keyhole.
Okay, you put your ear to the keyhole of the closest door to you. You hear nothing on the other side.
Gently try the door.
Okay, you open it, and it appears to be a small side room that looks like it is made for patients, as people to stay overnight, so Marina can watch over
No,
them.
no, that's not good. I'll close the door again. Okay, listening out in the hallway again. Do I need to run back into the linen closet?
No, you don't hear anybody else. You hear somebody like downstairs moving about, but
Okay, next room.
okay. Next room, silence. Very much the same as the first one.
Only one door left, right?
One door on the left, yes, and then there's another one at the far right.
Does the one on the far right look grandiose and big?
Not grandiose and big, no, but judging by the architecture, it looks like it possibly is a bigger room, yes.
Right, perfect. I'm gonna cut to the chase. I'm gonna head over to that one and have a listen to... Hang on. Have a quick listen. Is there anyone coming up the stairs?
No.
Rush over to that door and have a little listen.
Yeah, sure. So you hear nothing in that room, no.
Then I will,
You pop open the door. It does appear to be a bedroom of sorts. You see a vanity on the far wall opposite you. A small twin size, not small, but a twin size bed. An armoire, a few different dressers and things.
and a window?
A couple windows. There's a window all the way to your left, and there is a window about 10 feet to the left of the vanity, which is
Perfect.
on the wall opposite you.
So I'm looking for two things. Somewhere obvious to put my note that will be noticeable, perhaps the vanity or the bed.
Okay.
Probably the vanity, because I think she's more likely to go to the vanity during the day than the bed.
Okay.
And I'll look out the windows and see what's outside, see if there's an easy way that I can clamber up from here.
Okay. Yeah, so you can very easily put the note on the vanity. And checking out the windows, the window next to the vanity, it appears to have another roof not too far from it, about 10 feet. It's one that you could probably jump to or shimmy down. The other one to the far left, it seems to be that there is a wall with enough handholds that you'd be able to scale up without use of your rope.
Perfect. Let me see. I don't want to get my hands all messy, so I'll jump across onto the other roof.
Okay, so you open the door and you jump across the other roof.
Yes.
I'm going to spend a danger point to make this a little bit more complicated.
Of course.
So you jump to the other roof. As you land on the other roof, some of the shingling on the roof opposite this becomes a little bit loose. In that sort of second, as you're about to like fall backwards, what do?
I think I'm going to need to sweep this before I try this later.
Wait, say that again, sorry?
I'm going to need to sweep this before I try this later, is exactly what I think in that moment.
Okay.
I guess I will fall on my ass.
Okay, so you tumble. Seeing as you choose to fail, you do gain a hero point.
Hey!
And you do. I imagine that like it immediately cuts to like Marina shuffling around like her parlor as she's like picking things up, and then in the background you just see Kells drop past the window, and there is, there's a lot of thump, and she just kind of looks around. And Kells, you are going to take 2 wounds from that as you fall.
Okay, I am still not quite helpless.
And you do see the window open as you are lying there.
I stay very still.
The window opens from the first floor, and she looks out. You hear, Kells, what are you doing here?
It's just, is this your place?
I'm so glad this isn't D&D, because I don't even want to have you roll a deception check. She goes, yes? How did you get here? Where are you? What happened?
I was just in this strange castle miles away. And then all of a sudden, I hit the roof and then I hit the ground. It's okay though, I'll walk it off. I'll see you tonight.
She says, there's glass in your back. As you stand up, she says, it looks like there are several shards of glass in your back. Are you okay? What happened? I mean, I know you fell, but...
Grigory is grievously injured.
What happened?
Did she know about the Phoenix? Did she see the Phoenix at the party? No.
Yes, she did.
The
Remember,
Phoenix.
she congratulated you for being so brave and actually helping, if you recall.
The Phoenix appeared, and we fought bravely. But he shot Grigory 3 or 4 times.
She did, like, her eyes get very wide. She goes, and he's still alive?
The man is a beast.
Of course I'm alive.
Where is he? I'll get to him right away.
Well, this is the problem. We have a lead on where he may be taking on the nobles.
All right.
But we need to leave today. It is a long way away in Isen.
There is this sudden look of conflict on her face. She says, I can't exactly leave, but,
Irresistible, disarming smile, inspired generosity.
Hippocratic oath.
She looks kind of conflicted. I was gonna say, she looks like she comes to a sort of conclusion on her own. She says, but it appears that this Phoenix is very dangerous, and if you're going to fight him, then I can at least patch his wounds and yours too.
Please, no. Don't misunderstand. We are not going to fight him. Fighting him makes it sound like he has some sort of say in the matter. No, he is a pest. We are going to exterminate him.
Well, your bravado is great and all, but you have a lot of glass in your back. Is there somewhere we can go? Do you want help? That looks really uncomfortable.
Well,
Exterminate.
I don't know. I sort of want help, but maybe next episode. I'm waiting for my tents to explode so that I can.
Priorities.
Don't heal me yet. I haven't done anything cool.
I've been waiting for this moment. Don't fix it yet.
He's sitting there in a full body cast. Wait, no, my tents are going to explode any minute now.
Any minute.
Yes.
Any
Yeah,
minute.
in all
No,
sense,
that
you'd be
was
like,
a
I
diss.
would
Wait for it.
greatly appreciate the feel of your soothing and healing hands across my assets. But first, I really do need to get you back to the ship so that you can also see to my other people.
Yes, I need to tell a few people, but I will be there as soon as I can.
Fantastic. We sail at 8 p.m. If you see
Alright.
a note anywhere wrapped in ribbon and smelling of rose petals, immediately burn it. It was but some teenager running around impersonating me. I will see you later on.
She nods, she goes, all right, I suppose I will do that, yes.
Oh.
Okay.
The
Okay.
bedroom window's still open as well.
The window is still open, yes.
Come on.
And I signed it as well, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so you hobble your way back to the salty spray.
On the way, are
Um,
there any guards carrying muskets?
For the sake of the safety of the whole game, I'm gonna say that's a big no, my friend.
Ah.
You have a gun in the front of your pants.
Oh.
But it's not a big musket.
It was a. Never mind.
Look,
I'm not arguing with
My
you.
story reward is literally bigger is better. Okay? I'm just saying.
Oh my god.
I'm sure you have something good on the ship. Damn it. So meanwhile,
Single cannon.
in the similar disturbing fashion, the three of you are transported by Dylan Rancourt through the screaming, whispering, blood-smelling portals out to a place outside at the docks.
I make sure I
Nearby-
get my knife back.
Yes, you do. He hands it back to you. He says, I am bleeding plenty. I'm
Yeah.
feeling woozy. Perhaps I could use a glass of wine or something.
Don't ever do that to me again.
Try not to. It is not exactly pleasant for me either.
Right? I thought it was fun anyways.
But he says, but here you are. This is the ship called the Salty Spray, and you are in front of a large, basically a large sailing ship, 3 masts, figurehead of a woman that is the front of the ship, and part of the masthead, the figurehead, is covered in splatters of white paint. And as the 3 of you are staring up at this, a voice greets you. Oh, hi, hello. Can I help you with something? Says an Avalonian man with a very large mustache, and he's got flowing brown hair. I mean, I know you like to look at it, but if you'd like, 2 out of 3 of you are allowed to touch it.
I am regretting everything already. Right. Kel Samat sent us here.
Oh, well, all right then. And he points to Greg and goes, you're not exactly his type, but he is an open-minded man. I do like that about his character traits. And he turns, he says, Oi, Boris, Marco, we got some company. And you see a very large man from the Summation Commons peer over the deck. Goes, it looked like we have visitors. Well, yeah, no, we got fucking visitors,
No shit.
Boris. I fucking see that. Can you help me with the board thing so that way they can get on the ship?
Remember, boys.
Oh, yeah, that would probably be a good idea. Yeah, well, fucking step to it. Get Marco. Well, that was Marco. He said he'd be in Captain Quarters, attending to something. I think himself. Well, whatever. He's a weird bloke. I'm not going to mess with anything from Vodacce. So in a matter of moments, they get the ramp so you can walk up on board of the on board into the ship.
Seduce first, shoot later. Come on.
He says, "Well, come on up. Don't want to just be sitting around all day, because it's far more fun on the salty spray. At least that's what we say. Yes, those are all supposed to rhyme."
Everything you say makes me not want to get on this ship.
I do not want to be here.
Too late.
Funnily enough,
Far too
that's
late.
actually what a lot of people say about the captain until they meet the captain. Have you, any of you, is this your first time with Kelsamart?
We're not. Oh,
We're not gonna
God.
have a first time with Cal's.
Not
He
gonna
goes,
have it any time with Kels.
Hang on a second. Marco, we're going to need a bunch of lotion when you're done in there.
We're also gonna need a bunch of individual rooms. We're
And-
taking off. So
As you say individual rooms, Daniel's face comes up and somebody goes, individual what?
oh, okay. Nope. I don't want to ask this. I don't.
Rhiannon,
think I
are you
want to
telling
ask
me you
this.
want to be alone?
No, actually, I don't. Not with any of these people.
Boris
Oh,
says,
God.
but I have very soft hands.
How? Oh, I'm. What? Share your hand lotion then.
Marco has it in there with Captain's quarters.
Never mind. Then don't. I don't think I'm sleeping for this entire trip.
It's going to be a long ass time without sleep.
Yep. Well, too
They
We'll
bad.
spent
take it
a
in
month at
turns.
sea. Everybody went crazy.
Good thing this is
The
a
Bermuda
D&D.
Triangle shit.
You hear behind you two people come up the ramp. A blonde man with a very nicely combed and groomed blonde beard, almost like a handlebar mustache. And a man with curly red hair and a very short but pointed mustache.
Okay.
The blonde man says, "Oh, well, what we got going on here?" Dan says, "Oh, Stefano," and he points to the redhead. He says, "That's Griffin." "Oh, hey, top of the morning to you. I'm Griffin. Is this, and he
No.
points to Gregory, goes, "He looks really, badly hurt. We probably should attend to that, shouldn't we?"
Do you actually have band-aids on this ship?
For the usual occasional, party foul, yeah.
Cool. Perfect. Yeah. We have a doctor on their way. I think that's what Kels is doing. Oh God, I don't know.
That's
he's
not what
doing.
Kels is doing at all.
Let's be real here. Yeah. So yeah, if we can patch him up as much as possible, that would be wonderful. Please have some drinks provided as well.
Well,
Yeah.
drinks. We got a fuckload of drinks.
I thought that
Says
would be
Griffin.
the case.
He says we got rum. We've got oh shit. We got whiskey. We got really good Highland March whiskey. Like it is some top tier shit.
Can
Yeah,
give
me some of
anyone
that,
on this
thanks.
ship make a mimosa?
You hear the deep voice of Boris go, "I make pretty good mimosa."
Oh, Boris, you're gonna be my new best friend.
Says, "Who here wants mimosa?"
Yeah.
He says, "How about you, hurt big guy? You want mimosa?"
If
I-
not, I'll have his.
I need something stronger than that.
All right, so the ladies get advantage on their next rolls, and Gregory gets disadvantage on his next roll because he refused mimosas. And that's 3 of those times used. Thank you very much, Tweeter Rebecca.
Thank you. I'm so glad that came up.
And
You look so salty.
I was wondering who would remember that. The blonde man goes, "I'll get you something stronger," and he makes his way downstairs, below deck with Griffin. And within about half an hour or so, Kels comes aboard, and Daniel says, "Well, look who it is," as he points as Kels makes his way up onto the ship. "Captain, we've got these lovely people and the big guy here. They said you're friends of yours,
Yeah.
and you're bringing a doctor.
Yes, the doctor will be here by 8 p.m. Daniel, I'm very sorry, but your room will be forfeit for this trip. I believe the ladies will need somewhere to stay.
What? And he just points to the cat and goes, "Are you fucking joking? Like, Captain, I mean, I understand, but they're very lovely ladies, and I don't think you'd just pass on that. No offense, ladies. I'm not trying to be.
I give him the captain's look.
Okay.
Which is even better in that makeup.
And he goes, "All right. Well, I should let you know. Marco's in there, having a one at himself. So you got to get him out. And he goes, I'll get my shit and throw it in the brig, I guess. And
it's swabbing the deck.
Yes. Thank you very much, Daniel. I knew you would be so perfectly amenable. Do me a favor and give the deck a quick swab yourself, will you? It probably needs a bit of a clean up in there. I know you keep well, but these are fine ladies. Clean the place up a little bit for them, would you?
He goes, so you want me to swab the deck? You want me to, are you asking me to walk the plank? Are you asking me to,
No, I'm asking you to just give your room a bit of a clean before you get out. Jesus.
Oh, yeah, see, we make the mistake of using too many euphemisms here. And, he goes, yeah, I'll make sure it's all polished and nice looking. The room, that is. And, he heads downstairs as well. By the time that Stefano and Griffin come back up. Griffin holding a large bottle of rum. He goes, "Here you go, big fella. Hopefully that will straighten you right up."
Gregory Rear and Layla, Marina has agreed to come with us on our journey. I used my guiles to bring her along.
Whatever works for you.
Oh, it's a woman doctor? That's ooh. Is she pretty, Captain?
She's not very friendly.
Oh no, I think she's wonderful.
Now, if the three of you wouldn't mind giving me a moment with my merry men for just a few moments.
Yeah,
a
no,
quick
good.
moment of
Boris made us up some mimosas, so we're doing great.
Excellent, you carry on, and I'll be like, "Men, over here!"
Hey, Boris! They got a girl doctor! That's very good. Very progressive.
For fuck's sake, get down here now!
I'm gonna go look around the ship while I drink mimosas.
I'm gonna join Layla. Let's
I
go.
don't think
Okay.
that's safe.
I'm like,
Stefano-
literally, I'm
Oh,
just
that's why
trying to...
we're gonna go buddy system and see if there's any pretty shiny things. The usual sneaky friend way.
Stefano hands you mimosas quickly as Kels takes Griffin and Boris and Daniel aside. Marco, the Vidachian guy, comes out of the cabin looking quite pleased with himself. And Stefano goes, there's yours, and there's the yours. Okay, you look all set. Enjoy your stay on the salty spray. And he follows off after Kels. Daniel says, all right, Captain, what can we do for you?
Right, all of you, would you just stop it? Okay, stop it. This is our big chance. Do not fuck this up with all this talking about the swabbing of the decks and the fucking making up all this other shit and putting all the ladies on up and, oh, it's a girl doctor. Oh, that's awesome. Come on. Where's your panache?
Griffin says, I was being nice. I think that's great. I mean, like, and he just turns to Stefano and goes, I was being nice. That sounded very nice to me. Captain, okay. Then maybe you could explain where we could probably improve.
Right, for this trip, no talk about servicing yourself. In fact, for this trip, no servicing yourself.
Marco goes, I'll have you know that I am very satisfied in these matters. Shouldn't be a problem for me.
I swear to God, I will shoot you.
Boris says, you have to seduce him first.
Clearly, I do not need to. It would be a waste of time. Second,
Should I be writing these down, Captain?
just fucking remember them or I shoot you. Second, do not make the ladies and everyone else feel weird on this trip. What happens when I finally manage to seduce a noble lady and make my way into nobility, and then I take her back to my ship, and you guys all make a freak out?
Captain, I'm pretty sure it's like written on the side of the ship. We do two things. We make girls feel weird, and we make girls feel good. And sometimes, indiscriminately, men too.
No, we just make everyone feel good from now on, okay? That is the new ship motto. Everyone feels good. And no creepy.
Wait, and he just turns to Daniel, and Daniel goes, wait, hold on a hot fucking second. Are we not into weird shit anymore?
No! No weird shit! None! No talk about polishing, no talk about swabbing the deck, no walking the plank. Unless you actually mean that you are walking the plank, swabbing the deck, or polishing something.
Boris says, I feel like we're getting a complete 180. Captain, does that mean we should probably clean your room too?
No, you can leave my room to me.
And Marco chimes and goes, he's going to want to clean it up.
Marco, for fuck's sake, go and clean my room.
Aye. And he just turns and goes, is there any announcements I need to catch? No? Okay.
No, I think that's everything. Just, for fuck's
Right.
sake, do not fuck this up for us.
Captain, I got a question.
Your voice is so annoying.
I'm sorry, I'm from... Look, I'm just from a small island up north, past the Highland Marches. It's not easy to not sound like me, okay? Just... Jesus!
Gee, okay, on this island, when do you hit puberty? God damn it.
Not soon enough! That's why I'm here!
Clearly. Now, what is the question?
What is this potentially that we could be fucking up?
Well, these are nice people from court, okay? This is our window of opportunity. These are our people that will help us work our way up the ladder and get into some sort of nefarious nobility position.
Does this mean that we're all getting ability positions?
If you follow my example, the world is your oyster.
So does that mean that if we're going to have a shot at this and not screwed up, do we all have to sleep with these people too? But just not weirdly?
No. Not unless they want to.
Okay, is this like gonna be a drawing straws thing, or...
What?
We can hear you.
Yeah, you just hear from the distance. You hear Layla go, we can hear you.
Right, okay, this journey, I am being a proper captain. You get swabbing the deck, and I mean swabbing the deck. You go and man the rigging. Look at it, it's a fucking mess. Get rid of all them knots. Put them in proper sailing knots, rather than just the usual fucking over the mountain through the bridge shit. And
Stefano says, so you don't want to be just doing, and I quote, whatever the fuck we doing.
No, we do not. We do the opposite of whatever the fuck we're normally doing.
I feel lied to, says Griffin.
Yes, this is just one trip. You, go and take a stock check. How much rum do we actually have? Do we have enough to make it to Eisen?
Well, actually, food would probably be a concern. We've been eating out every single day. Of food, like out to restaurants.
Yes, that's why we don't stock any food. What's the problem?
Normally on trips we need food. We can't be stopping every day. I mean, like, I know you said that, like, it's not a crime to eat out. In fact, every gentleman should, but...
Alright, Griffin, well done. You say you feel lied to, you just earned a promotion. You are now the ship's cook. You've got until 8 p.m. when we leave. Go and buy rations. Go.
I don't
Go.
know how to...
Go!
And he just turns and he pulls it out.
Oh my god.
Any other questions?
Nope. I think I'm good, says Boris.
Boris,
Yeah, no,
you are a rock amongst choppy waves.
You're very welcome. Yeah, no, I think I'm good here too. I'm just gonna continue cleaning my shit out of my corridor. Let's see here. So I'm accounted for. Marco, you got your orders. Boris, Stefano. Yes, what do you want me to be doing? Says Stefano.
Navigate.
I can do that. He says as he just goes and he goes, I got to find the map. And he just turns and just fucks off. But Daniel says, all right, Captain, I'll make sure that everything
And
goes
don't
smoothly."
forget a sextant.
And Daniel goes, wait, As a sex what?
A sextant, come on, this is simple sailing basics. So I can tell the position from the stars.
You should have made Stefano the cook.
Probably.
Oh, so you could be the Swedish chef?
Yeah.
So Daniel goes, all right, well, looks like we have to learn how to work a sextant, which if it's anything like our previous escapades, shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, okay. We should have this. And they all just kind of break, and after a little bit of confusion, you do seem to get them under control.
I'll walk back over to the girls like, wonderful evening.
Yeah.
Didn't hear all of that, did you?
Yeah.
Excellent.
We know exactly what you're doing. Although, thank you for trying to be non-sex pesty whilst we're on your ship. I'm sure you're a great captain.
If there's one thing I know how to do, it is how to please a lady.
And you hear Daniel in the background go, "Ayo!"
Oh, it's good. How long's this trip again? It's gonna be a long trip.
I
yeah,
am
Kels, get food.
Doing my best with them. Don't worry, I have food in hand. I have a boy running now into the market to go and get us some wonderful provisions and learn how to cook.
That worries me a lot. Is there any of them that you're particularly attached to? In the sense of if one of them accidentally gets stabbed for, no reason whatsoever. Just hypothetically.
No, I'm not particularly attached to any of them.
Wonderful. Layla, we're in the clear.
That's good. Oh, by the way, Kels, your boat is actually really nice.
It's actually quite pretty.
Have you licked it?
No.
It tastes just like raisins.
Why?
It's the oil that we use to lather the deck. It's made from raisins.
How often do you lick your deck?
Not very often.
Okay.
But if you were to lick it, it would taste like raisins.
How often do you lick your deck? That is going to be our raid. As you guys get yourselves all prepared, night eventually comes and Marina arrives at the ship.
Does she come in the middle of that conversation, or?
No, it's a little bit later.
Yeah, shortly afterwards.
Griffin has come back with food and rations, and Daniel is the first person to greet Marina as she arrives on board. He says, hello, welcome aboard the Salty Spray. Are you that doctor lady everyone's so excited for? Yes, I was. Is Kelsomat around? Yes, he would be around. Let me know if at any point myself or anyone else on ship is weird. We have an absolutely no weird policy right now. A wink. So excuse me for a moment. And Daniel goes and finds Kels. Kels, Captain, that Marina lady is here.
Perfect. And I was listening. Well done. You did very well, except for when you said wink, and I assume you winked with it. Cut that bit out. The rest of it was great.
All right. I can do that.
And then I will walk up to Marina and be like, Marina, thank God you can finally come and heal all of my wounds. Wink.
I'm going to do that as soon as I see Gregory.
Yes, he is very shocked.
Is he bled out?
I believe he's still alive. Layla, Rhea, have you seen Gregory? Is he still alive? I've just been playing him with alcohol.
I don't know. I've been looking around your ship.
Pretty much exploring.
Gregory, where have you set yourself up?
Yeah.
Wherever I was put.
He's still sitting against the mast, bleeding over the deck.
Sitting against the mast. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Sitting against the mast, like the poor scrap cabin boy just mopping around him, trying to get the blood up.
Everything, and I'm so just intoxicated. And
They probably put a couple of band-aids on you by this point too, just to stop you from
just started mopping
bleeding on the
you.
deck.
You hear
Mop
Griffin
the
go,
blood off.
"Oh, I found him. I kind of had confused him for a sack of potatoes. Sorry."
Does
Genuine
that mean
mistake.
we don't have potatoes?
If we don't have potatoes, I will throw someone off this ship.
She will.
Oh no,
She's
I
not
got
joking.
potatoes. Trust me, I know a potato when I see one. My mom would she would slap the shit out of me if I didn't know what a potato was.
You know what a human is, though, right?
Obviously not.
Clearly no.
So Grigory is gonna, sit up a little bit more. Marina, I'm fine.
She goes, "Like shit, you're fine.
He's
Okay,
not
come
fine."
here." And she begins looking you over. She goes, here, Kels, can you help me get him? Or actually, she points to Boris. She goes, "Big guy, I'm going to need your help. Get him." And he goes, "Oh." And in the Sarmatian tongue, he says, "Gregor, you know this." He says, "Oh, good evening. What could I do for you?" She says, "Help me get his giant ass with your giant ass into a place with a bed." And
I have a dining table in my cabin if that would be better for seeing to him. I know you usually prefer the harder table for working on people, yes?
that would work. Yes. So
Excellent.
we'll
I'll
get him there.
march ahead into my cabin, and whatever's on the table, I'll just...
Yeah, you slide it right off. Boris helps, who's almost Gregory's size, helps Gregory get onto the table. And Marina begins to work as the salty spray makes its way towards Ison. And that's where we're going to end for the evening.
No.
Next time we pick up, it'll be about a solid 5 days later that we arrive in Ison.
I might be able to
Holy-
stand.
All of your wounds will be with 5 days rest. I will say we'll be back down to 0.
Oh wow. Okay.
Nice.
Awesome!
Marina is good.
Very
It's that
nice.
or you die.
Well, yeah.
As we enter the final half of Scattered Ashes. So we're gonna go around, get where we can find you guys on the interwebs for the lovely people watching, and what your favorite part was. And we will start in reverse order and go with Natalie.
Ah! Oh my god. Favorite part was just the strict talking to that Kels gave to his crew. They didn't tire, that everything. I am dying. My abs hurt. My everything hurts from laughing so hard. It was just so good. Did we do anything else besides laugh at that? I don't know. No, we stole stuff. That was great too. A lot of good stuff today. It was a good game. Anyways, my name is Natalie. I am known as Chaotic Rogue online, mostly on Twitter, where I tweet a lot of weird stuff. I also have a company called Chaotic Rogue Entertainment, which is just chaoticrogue.com. And most importantly, and I'll throw this in the chat, me and my partner are running a Kickstarter right now for a board game that we have developed. If you've ever played The Visitor on Newgrounds, like 10 or so years ago, whatever the hell it was, we have made a game of that. And so it is on Kickstarter now. And yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
Awesome. Yeah, everybody go check that out. Like right this
Yeah.
instant.
Mm.
And then we'll go back to around to Jay.
Hi. So, I now have two favorite bits. So my original favorite bit that I actually noted down this time, so I knew what to say, was Kel's having a vision that could have been really helpful and intricate to the story, and as a fuck you to Derek, he went and had sex with him. Closely followed by his rant on the salty spray, and now I can't quite decide which one's my favorite, so I'm going with both of those. Although it might have to be the vision, just because, like, obviously you had a plan for this vision, and he was like, nah. Just walked up and did something else.
I did enjoy that, yeah.
If it's any consolation, it would have been a very vague hint, but I was really glad that I was actually spared of that. So
There's a meme that we made a while back when we only were running the 1 or 2 shows a week, where Alice tried to get me to go and look at a tower, and she was like, "It's a small creature. It seems to be near the tower." And I was like, "Oh, I'm not going near that." And she was like, "Oh, it looks like it's got a little bit of gold in its hand." I was like, "Oh, yeah, nope, it can keep it. I'm not going near that gold. It can just, it's you know, it's doing all this stuff at the tower, and I'm like, well, there's obviously nothing quest related here.
I love it. Yeah, so my name is Jay. I am Jay Bambi up there on Twitter and Twitch and Instagram and pretty much everything. Yeah, so mostly follow me on Twitter if you want to hear anything. I put ramblings on there quite a lot. I post a lot of wax seals on there and random pictures. I
Good
stream a lot
wax
with
seals.
Alex. That way?
Yeah, that
Is it
way.
that way? Oh, and also, as Twitter has just reminded me, obviously not for you guys because you're not in the UK, but for us in the UK now, it is Halloween, and it is mine and Alex's 2-year streamiversary today, and 2 years since I started Twitter. So yeah, thanks Twitter for reminding me of that. So yeah, thanks.
Yay! Awesome. Well, congratulations, guys.
Yeah, plenty of congratulations. Well done.
Congrats!
Thank you.
And yeah, so yay Halloween, and I can't wait to see what you guys have in store. But I think Alex is just about to tell us about that and his favorite part.
Well, favorite part to start with was that entire just cascade of madness. I have not laughed so hard for so long in as long as I can remember. That was amazing. I'm actually going to wait for this to be on YouTube, and then I'm just going to watch it again and again and again because that was magnificent.
Clip it, submit it to the Discord.
Yeah, but the problem is, like, you just can't clip it like enough of it. that just tirade just went on for ages. Wonderful. Yeah, so that hands down. And again, Derek, your NPCs and how you can switch between like accents just so quickly. It's brilliant. It's
Like
really,
Alex is
really
now
brilliant.
being a robot.
No, so am I?
Yeah, you are.
Oh, for fuck.
You lasted pretty long all game. Though.
Well, yeah. Obviously, my PC's now decided whatever. So I'll keep this very brief. Hi, I'm Alex or Alexandrian or whatever you happen to want to call me. I'm kind of good with it. I go by DarkFox0812 on Twitter and Twitch, and I stream occasionally.
I'm not robot now.
I'm not. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I stream occasionally with Jay, more often than not. And yeah, so I'm not sure what we've got planned coming up. So give us a follow on Twitter if you're interested in us or me really, really badly playing games. Yeah, that's that.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us again, and can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Before we turn it over to the Master of the Salty Spray, I will say my adieus for the evening. I'm Derek, or as you can find me on the Twitterverse, Archmage_Derek. I talk about D&D all the time. I'm constantly interacting with these awesome people in the Twitterverse. And you can find me over on the magecollege.wordpress.com, where myself, my awesome wife Kana, and our friend Tahina create 5e subclasses, races, spells, feats. And speaking of which, we have not one, but 2 awesome products dropping this week. Character Folio Anya is a full art product, all illustrated by my awesome wife, that details the ins and outs of a race called Tibbets, also known as Werecats, and some awesome thieving tools and skills that you can find in there. And tomorrow for me, now for some of you guys, Halloween, we are releasing Children of the Night, which investigates Dhampir, a whole race, personality, background traits, and even some racial feats, all in honor of Halloween, and a game that Tahina is running that I'll be in tomorrow at 3:30 Eastern over on Goldheart Gaming. Oh my god, there's so much, I'm so sorry. Which will be a fun, awesome Halloween-themed one-shot. My favorite part, oh my god, I felt so happy to just make you guys laugh after such tension earlier in the game. So a good bit of laughing I felt was good for everybody's soul. It was so much fun. And thank you guys so much for having me. Passing over to you, Scrap.
Why, thank you. My perfect Sunday No, my favorite part. Let's see. My favorite part was either hindsight. Favorite part will be coming back from a short break and missing the fact that Grigory is pretty much dead, and with a guy pointing the gun at Grigory and being like, "Just shoot him. What's the worst you can do?" Which felt awful at the time, but now it's quite funny. Closely followed by the absolute insanity which is following Layla and Rhea anywhere through a chateau as they just start dismembering corpses, just casually.
Because that's what heroes do.
Yeah,
Yes.
come on.
Yes, exactly. Those are my favorite parts. Well, now let's get through our announcements, channel announcements. First of all, here are our social links. If you want to follow us on our Discord, you'll find it to be an inclusive, safe space where you can come and learn about D&D and other popular TTRPGs. And we'll really look after you as a channel. You don't have to talk about TTRPGs. We'll talk to you about anything. Also, if you want to get involved in one of these TTRPGs, send me a DM on Twitter, and I will get you into a game. Lastly, if you want to catch up with this game and all the other games in this season, check it out on the YouTube, and this will be up probably on, like, what day are we on now? Tuesday? Probably be up on, like, Thursday or something. I'm figuring out the whole staggering thing so that I can have a couple of videos a day or something. It'll work out. What else have we got? We've got Patreon. You guys should head over and check out the Patreon. There's some exclusive and non-exclusive content over there. There's some free articles and exclusive, like, sound files and stuff like that. So very worth checking it out. The wonderful Derek writes an article for us once a month, which will actually be released either tomorrow or the day after now.
Thursday? The first, I thought?
Yeah, could be.
Okay.
Day after. Day
I'll
after.
find out.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, go and check that out. We also have merch. Thank you all very much for your donations and sponsor and things today. Very much appreciated. We're getting increasingly closer to our goal. Thank you all so much. We also have sponsors in the form of Bird in the Storm Publishing, who do most of the stuff for charity. You can check out their t-shirts and mugs, and they'll be bringing content to us in the new season. Also, we have Mage Hand Press, who have made a 5e space reskin called Dark Matter, which you can check out following those links there. You can see the pre-order and the free 30-page review, and go and see if that looks interesting to you. If it does look interesting to you, you can see it being played on on Thursdays at 1 PM EST, when Alice plays the Argo 37 game, and I play Bluster, who possibly doesn't show off the best of what their stuff has to offer, because he's one of those characters that's got 3 levels and 3 classes. But there you go. I think that's everything from me. So today we're going to go across which raid call do we want to use? Which one? Which
So many good
one?
ones.
Players, I'm leaving it to you. Not in the chat. I'm leaving it to you.
Okay. So choices are. So we're dismembering corpses now,
Yes.
or
How often do you lick your dick?
Yeah.
I think either of those are really creepy.
both great.
It's someone like, regardless.
It's okay. The person that we're
Who are we
raiding will
going to
understand.
raid?
It's going to be someone who will understand.
Okay.
Okay, good. That's a pretty narrow window then.
No, so I'd go with the deck.
I lean towards the deck.
You
It tastes
lean
just like
towards
raisin.
the deck, do you now? Okay. The raisiny deck. There you go. There's a version without Scrat Hype. There is a version with some Scrat Hype. So get
Wow.
that on your keyboard and copied. We're going to go across and raid WebDM,
Ooh.
who will
What?
understand.
What's
Oh,
my camera doing?
all
I
of,
don't know.
all of your tech is just giving up on you systematically.
Blame the cat.
Oh, there we go.
There you
we're
go.
back. We're back. Hi. Bye.
Alright. So we're raiding now, guys. We are full time Mondays to Thursdays, 1 PM, 6 PM, and 10 PM EST, and Fridays at 1 PM EST over on the Greyhawk channel, and every other week here playing Lady Blackbird. And this week is our week, so we'll be here for you on Friday. Keep on evoking emotions, everyone, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Stream cat was a bit late today.
Oh.